Alright, Trev.
I'm channeling Trev is Hanold is a bit of Trev as well.
Harold is a bit of your drunk alter ego.
Yeah.
Well, but speaking of drunk alter egos, during our last game, I was drinking like a bottle of wine and I had a couple of drinks beforehand. So I'm going to need somebody to do the recap for me. That would be great. If I can get a volunteer to recap the last game, that would be very helpful.
Has anybody been taking notes? I can do the remembers. Oh, Chessie's volunteering.
Random names. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember we went to fight a guy who had been murdering people or gathering Kenku.
Yes,
We
went
fought
to deal
him.
with a ex-adventurer who had been recruiting Kenku, and he very nearly recruited you all to the Xanathars Guild. I remember I was getting a little nervous for a second.
Yeah.
There's no Xanathar joining the crazy Xanathar Guild option in the book, so I was like,
It should be.
That's a lack of foresight.
Yeah.
you know, that's one of the only ones you can't. They don't think anyone's going to try and join. So yeah, that happened, and then what, Jessie?
And then we left, and on our way out, we realised there was a parade going on, and it was a big, special family day, and Harold got mauled by an owlbear.
Oh yeah, that happened.
And I got to ride an axe beak, and you guys talked to I can't remember, what was his name?
Zardos Zaz,
Yes.
Oh god.
who was my finest example of accent work. Yes, you tried to find out why he had nimble rights, which were these mechanical creatures that you believed might be responsible for fireballing a group of Zents and a gnome outside of your house. He said that they definitely weren't his ones that did it. He told you he got them from a city, a very technologically advanced city, and mentioned the Temple of Gond might know more about them in the city, since they're like they're the temple of like weird inventions and bizarre technology.
And we deduced that he was banging some noble lady who
Yes.
Lady
think,
Growlhund.
who had something to do with the fireball, we think, because the guy who survived was like in her employ or something.
Oh yeah, he went to her
Yeah.
mansion afterwards.
Yes. How did you get to Zardoz was banging her?
Because I think, well, no,
It's a fair
no.
assumption. He is a sexual.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been spending time with her.
Yeah, so we're like, then fuck it.
So
How could they not be? But yeah, okay,
Fun is
yeah.
bad.
It was actually you managed to get the Zents by doing hard work for them to do a speak with dead spell on the dead Zentarum. And yeah, they pointed. I'll get the exact information just so that I'm not leading you astray. Yes, here it is. Their names were Besheka Orlis and Wern Malkrav. They worked for Ertstal Floxin and resided at Growlhund Manor.
Yeah.
Their job was to help catch a gnome named Dalkar. And Dalkar had some kind of artifact in his possession which, according to Ertstal Floxin, would have made them rich as kings. It looked like that gnome was bringing that this artifact to you guys before he was him and his friends were fireballed, or him and the people chasing him were fireballed. So yeah, you discovered that, and then I believe you sold off some gains you managed to find in the place, and then you put that money towards improving your tavern. And then I think you just headed back to the tavern basically to have a sleep. I know Gareth and some others put a slanderous note in a office. But I think other than that, that was basically the gist of our last session. Am I missing anything out?
no, I think that's about it.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
All right. So we find you the next morning now. Night has passed. Everyone has had a long rest. Would anyone want to do anything during the night, or?
I slept and I slept off my owl bell mooring. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So everyone gets their long rest. In the morning, Brynny says she has some errands to do in the city. She wants to investigate more into her master's killers and this lead she had about some sort of strange, powerful mage in the city that he was investigating. So she heads off to deal with some personal stuff. And with that, the day is yours. Quite early on, Tilly, who is the carpenter you've hired, and a couple of labourers show up and begin to breathe deeply into a microphone. Tom.
Why? Why is it always
Yes.
And they actually begin to set up doing some work. They are getting straight to it. The kobolds retreat into the cellar so that they are not in the way of these workers who arrive. And yeah, with that, the day is yours.
Do we not have any more duties we've been assigned?
Duties.
No, you did your job for the to keep the Lord's Alliance happy. That was taking them out. So you've done that. Gerald has handed over his own personal issues to his secret benefactors. Who else was there? You've done Lord's Alliance and the Zentarum. I believe you've done your jobs for them as well.
Yeah.
Yep, you handed over some potions for the Zentarum some time ago. You've not heard from the leader of the Grey Hands, the Blackstaff, but you could always pay her a visit if you want to do more stuff with her. You have kind of an open invitation to visit her. But at the moment, it's mostly what you kind of know is about these Growlhuns, and it appears to be the guy who got fireballed headed there.
Yes.
So that seems to be you also could maybe look into any other sources you have. Renald Neverember, your kind of friend in the city, the son of the old Open Lord. He was going to look into it a little bit for you, so you could wait for him to kind of bring information to you. Yeah, it's really up to you guys. It's open to you.
We could find him and give him the new information we got.
In person, I'd like to bring in a bit more cash. Get this place fully up and running.
That's
we
pretty
have it
much
up
done,
and
isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much done.
Oh, we don't have the drinks.
Not quite there.
We don't have the drinks. We don't have a tavern.
That's right. Those drinks were the one thing we did have.
That was the first thing I sorted out, was getting the tap room working.
That
Priority
can be
one.
paid off for, but there are still a few guild payments that need to be covered.
I
actually have a list of bills you need to pay off there. It's fucking substantial. There's a lot of bureaucracy in this city to do anything.
So at the moment it's just us and we got a place with a couple of mates who come around for drinks where we can't officially open.
I've got about 50 gold.
It would cost 100 and let me see. It would cost 175 gold to get the last couple of bits of paper signed to have this place fully operational. Which is a huge sum compared to what you've already managed to.
Yeah, I've got 88.
35.
Well, I've got 40.
Yeah, I've got about 50.
So
How
we
can I
put
have
into
so much more?
Because everyone else is playing.
Yeah.
You probably nicked it, Fluke. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think I remember an extra 30 gold, though. That's a lot.
You're becoming like these rich fancy folk who have money
I'm
that
becoming
they
the thing I hate!
individually.
What is all this?
Maybe Lady Tybora will give it you. She was like, "Oh, well done, Flo. You're doing a smashing job." Like,
maybe.
yeah. That's not...
But no, I mean, if you wanted more work, I did think the black staff people were really cool. Like, they've got rooms that lead into other rooms, but it's not always the room you expect.
It was very confusing.
It was very cool.
I missed that bit out because.
Oh yeah, you weren't there. You were like, doing the hard work there.
Yeah, I was busking whilst watching some people shoveling shit, but yeah. Yeah, I suppose we could. We need to investigate these greyhounds, but I think we better come up with a plan for it. I got a few ideas.
I mean, didn't you? Well, you were talking to that carnival man, weren't you?
Yeah, he said that. What was it? That Lady Greyhound. She comes onto his boat for meals and such, and he's invited us to come wine and dine with him for a bit. So that might be something we could question her. But I'd like to see inside her house personally.
He's asked you for food for dinner.
Yeah. He's me and Errol, but I'm sure a few friends could tag along.
Yeah, or you could just put some in your pockets.
There's also another option.
Yep.
If we know that she's going to be out of the house that evening.
What, break in?
Yeah, good too.
I mean, she's a lady of Waterdeep.
Yes.
I imagine there'll be a few. I imagine there'll be a few other people in there. But
it might be on the list of naughty things that gets you in trouble.
So, if one of you is able to disguise yourself for a while, you could go over and take a look, see what it's like from the outside. See if there's any guards, what it's looking like.
We could
How
do
good's
that.
your noble accent?
Mine?
Yeah. Could you be a lady of Waterdeep?
I like gold and fancy handkerchiefs.
And stepping on the poor.
Spot on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, spot on. You should be an actress, you should. That was amazing. Oh, I thought she was standing right here in front of me.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I do have a spell that lets me look different, but I don't usually use it because I like the way I look.
Brad just stares confused at Harold.
I thought she was shit.
His face says it, not his mouth.
As you're kind of discussing this and getting by, the town crier, one of the little kind of lads who goes around the town calling out the news in the morning, comes by, making this silver a day, and goes, "Hear ye, hear ye! Fair great success! The day of wonders go out with a hitch, but horror next morning! Owlbear gets loose and runs rampant through city. Owners blame guests who were winding it up and are offering a 250 gold reward for anyone who can escort the owlbear back to the somebody goes over, whispers into his ear. Oh, thanks, boss. Back to the docks before the guards put it down. 250 gold or a water-breathing potion. Am I doing good? Oh. There he goes by. More news.
Oh,
shit, Harold.
I don't think
Kim
250 gold is
Kardashian's
worth.
ass is even bigger.
250 gold isn't enough to go mess with a fucking owlbear, guys. I do not want to
do it.
But what about for a
but I'll do it.
You want me to wrestle it?
It's an
I
option.
mean, I think we're supposed to get it back not dead.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we can't.
I gonna obey.
Well, that's true.
I gonna kill
Did
it.
you see what it did to Harold?
Yeah, I did.
It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Just think
Yeah.
that could be your little urchin mates if it's loose.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be there to heal them. I mean, it's dangerous, isn't it? Maybe we should go take a look.
Well,
Because
fancy
we're
enough to find a
super
first.
tough. We're super tough and super cool.
It does
And
sound
we
like
could do anything.
It does sound like it's gone missing in the city.
Does anybody think they could outrun an owlbear?
Well, yeah, they're really big, aren't they? They've got to be slow.
Well, from what I've seen, they're not very slow.
Seem pretty quick to you.
Caught me off guard.
Well, as long as we don't wave rats at it.
Brinny would probably do it if she turns up at some stage. Not like the rest of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brinny's quick.
Not keen on fucking an owlbear again. Not keen.
That's not what
I
you're
must have
supposed
missed that one. Alright, so what do I want to do? Going over to the other place?
I mean, if you guys really want to go tussle with the owlbear, I think it might be a decent way of making a bit of money, but I think that we're not going to have much fun doing it without getting half killed, probably. I mean, none of us are really animal people.
No. It would be like if someone's got a spell or something that would make it, like, I don't know, confuse it or something, that would be alright, but otherwise...
Yeah.
If we get that, that kid talking about potion of water breathing, if we get that, we feed us to the owlbear, I'd be able to talk to it then.
Until we get...
Never tried.
Let me check the exact way.
Let me check the exact wording on my innate racial abilities here.
Yep. I'll do it.
I guess so. Well, you've never tried that, but you know, maybe.
I mean, yeah, if it was like a shark or something, we could have a wonderful time. Brian would be like, alright mate, fancy following me.
Fucking sharks.
Oh,
I mean, I could try like Pied Piper and owlbear, but I'm not sure if they're much into...
You think it might require some form of handling of animals to get it back?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm great with animals.
Right?
Yeah, animals love me. They're like, oh, Fluke, you're awesome. Except alligators, they don't like me, but that's because I killed their queen.
What?
Yeah.
These
Are you in the
animals talk
sewers?
to you?
Well, no, but they don't try to kill me much.
But you don't think you'll look tasty to an owlbear? Be like, oh, look at the little thing.
I look quite different to you, don't I?
I mean, yeah, but you're like little and stuff. But
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if it saw me, it'd be like, ooh, I enjoy the taste of that. Let's chase it. But I'm not that quick, so that might go very poorly.
It's alright, if you're scared, Harold, we don't have to do it.
I'm not scared, honest. Yeah, I'm not scared.
We could always go out on other business, and if we happen to run into it,
Then we'll say, oi, Albert, come with us if you want to see your masters, but don't eat us, okay? And then see what happens.
Yep.
I mean, technically
Thanks, Beth.
speaking, if we run to the docks with it chasing us, that might do the job.
True. If we
I
got
think
an
we just,
axe beak, we could ride axe beaks in front of an owlbear.
I think this is becoming a little too elaborate.
Yeah. I think we leave the owlbear alone for a while unless we come across it.
Okay.
Deal with that bear when we cross it.
You don't think the owlbear will be released in town long? Like, you know, this isn't a quest this is a quest with a time limit attached, purely because eventually guards will stab it to death. You know.
That does sound nice.
Because
Yeah,
that's their job.
I feel like it might kind of be my fault, but not especially be my fault. So maybe we better deal with it, because I feel kind of sad if we got the owlbear, and then that guy would really be happy with us if we sort of sorted out his owlbear.
Oh, yeah, and then he could get us an in with the fancy lady and stuff.
Yeah, maybe we could ask him information, because I asked him about some information, but me and Errol were both disguised, so he doesn't know us. He just knows the random fucker I was pretending to be.
Yeah. It might be worthwhile then, if you can help us with our main endeavour. Alright. Well, we have to see if we can find the bloody thing first.
And if it gets too bad, we run away. If we can.
Yeah.
It's too bad, I'm wrestling it.
Wrestling.
Gonna wrestle it.
Wrestle it.
I could always insult it to death.
So what are we doing?
Let's go chase a fucking owlbear because of morality, apparently.
Morality.
I've got one of those, guys. I've got like a compass of the moralness, apparently.
Let's reward one of you more than enough to finish off the tavern.
Yeah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Alright.
Well, let's do this.
So you guys are going to head to the dock ward and try and track down this bear?
If that's where it is.
Yeah, it'll be around that area because that's where the parade took place and sort of the direction of the city. Okay.
Yeah. If we're down there, I might have a little, nudge in on a tiefling girl and see if there's any work for me. But
okay. That would be right at the docks. So maybe once you've actually found the bear and taken it that direction, because the dock wards, if you look at them, they're quite a large section of the actual city. Could be declared as the dock wards. So yeah. So you want to have a look around, see if you can find this bear before the guards do?
Yeah. Just ask people if they've seen a giant owlbear.
So, of the lot of us, who is the least of a plonker?
Well, there's two ways of going about this. You can either investigate your way to the success or survival check your way to success. You're either sort of trying to track an animal down, or you're trying to use investigation skills to ask around and sort of think, alright, if it went down this street, it would have had to go to this street, that kind of thing.
I think I'm out on this one.
I mean, my survival's not bad, and I know the streets work quite well.
Probably our best bet then.
I mean, could I just flag down a guard? It's like, oh, have you seen a rampaging owlbear about?
He looks at you, he's like, well, don't worry, citizen, we're looking for it, and when we find it, we'll deal with it.
You lot are fucking useless, you know that.
I beg your fucking pardon, sir. You watch your bloody mouth.
It's a free city, I'll say what I like.
I'll say what I like, and I'll say your mustache is stupid, sir.
People have said that before, sir.
Well, they were correct.
I'm sure it won't be stupid when every other fucker in the city has one like this in a few years. You know what I mean? Right.
Perhaps on a better face, it might look more appealing then. Till then, we won't know.
Alright, mate. I'm sorry your wife didn't appreciate you this morning. I
assure you, sir, your mother appreciated me plenty.
Whoa! Best guard in the city.
You done, sir? You done?
What's your name?
Sergeant Wirral, sir.
Sergeant Wirral.
Yes.
I'll remember that, and I'll just go find the others.
That's nice. I've already forgotten you.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to try and track it through the streets.
You caught a rather intense guard at the end of his shift there, and he just did not give a fuck anymore about that stage. Right, so you're going to try and track down this bear?
Yeah.
Alright, so could you make a either an investigation or a survival check for me?
Ooh!
Nice.
I will call that 2 successes, because it's basically you want to get to a certain number before so much time has passed. Alright, yeah, you begin to track down, and you know the best places in town to find food. Right? Like food, just like, where stuff gets chucked out and things. And you're like, alright, that is where the owlbear is going to be. It's going to be in food chucky out area. So you head there first of all and start your search. And sure enough, you begin to see signs that maybe an owlbear has been rooting around in the discarded rubbish kind of areas. And that represents 1 hour of searching, and I'll cast it. I will count it as 2 successes.
Okay, well, I think it's been through here, so shall we just keep looking?
Yeah. Make another survival check. 17. All right. You know it's in this district, all right? You've been getting people saying, "Oh my goodness, it chased my poor dog." Oh, and this is the dock ward, so it's more like they chased my giant mastiff I used to scare off kids.
And data.
But yeah, you're definitely getting more like people like, I saw it, all right. It was over there. It was searching through their cabbage cart, and there's a man that goes, "My cabbage cart." Yeah, you're fairly sure you're getting pretty close to where it is.
Oh, it's been in the cabbages. Oh, I can tell we're getting close now. Try another one.
Maybe we could.
I ate a lot of cabbage.
Actually, I think I misread this. 1 second. Blah 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 blah. What is it? It's fine. Blah, blah. Oh, okay. Yeah, and with that, you actually needed 1 success. I misread it. I got it mixed up with a different quest from earlier. So you chase after this this large amount of fallen cabbage, which has been scattered in wake, down a small back alley. And when you go down this back alley, towards the end, you hear a like, and you see at the end just a big hulking shape sitting on its flank, and like got sort of a cabbage in its hand and sort of just ripping it up with its massive owl talon claws. It doesn't seem to be either hasn't noticed you, or it just isn't really bothered by your presence.
Okay, so what's the plan?
I don't know. You gotta be nice to it, innit? You can offer him a snack and get him to follow you. You'd be like, "Oh, come here, buddy."
If that don't work, I bonk him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You before me.
Perfect plan.
I'll root through my pockets and get out like the remainders of whatever like bits of sausage roll I was trying to make the other night.
Okay.
And be like, does anyone else want to, or should I?
Probably best you do it.
Okay.
I'm not very good with animals.
Yeah?
I'll make sure I'm at least 60 feet away from you in case anything goes wrong.
Someone else can heal, right?
I say
Yeah, that's why I'm in 60 feet of you.
Okay.
Alright, so you make your way down this
Also, Fluke, before you go. Oh, thinking originality. There's an owlbear sitting over there, and you've got quite wonderful flowing hair. I know you can do it, Fluke, because Brian. Oh, fuck knows. Have some duration.
Oh, that was really nice, Harold. I think Ryan...
that was better than when I thought it was going to.
Okay.
I didn't think it was going to be flowing hair. I think it thought it was going to be wonderful pear. So definitely better than what I was expecting.
Yeah. She doesn't yet.
If she eats like a rich person for a little longer, we'll see. Right.
Yay.
You have inspiration.
Right.
Alright, so you head down. The owlbear's there.
Yep.
Ripping up.
I'm going to sort
doesn't
of...
seem very interested in actually eating it. It's just kind of ripping it up for fun. Like...
Oh, great. I'm going to sort of sprinkle some bits of pastry and sausage meat across the alleyway. Be like, here, little owlbear. I know you're from the carnival. I know you want to go home. And look, there is some sausage here. I'm your friend. I think, you know, we're a lot alike. And, you know, here is sausage. And please don't eat me. Because I'm nice. And I think you're nice too. Sausage roll?
Roll an animal handling check.
Sausage roll. Ooh.
All right.
Nice.
So a minute or so goes by. Everyone's kind of nervously outside watching, and then Fluke comes out, and like pressed against Fluke's shoulder, like a dog pressed against someone's leg, is this big feather fluffy owlbear that is a good like foot taller than Fluke at the shoulders, easy. And it's just like comes out, keeps self pressed against Fluke's side. Every now and then it like,
hi owlbear, he's my friend.
and every now and then it will like lean down its massive beak. It will like take some food out of Fluke's hand, like very gently, very carefully, not to like peck Fluke's hand. Then it kind of clocks Tom. His eyes narrow. Harold.
I'm at least just 60 feet away. I'm going to remain 60 feet away.
Don't
Harold, mate, maybe you should go ahead and try to clear as many people out of the...
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and be like,
keep a bit
"Oi,
ahead.
everybody, get out of the fucking way. There's an owlbear coming through. I'd move out of the way if I were you. Get out of the fucking way.
Harold.
You like to be eaten."
Clear the way!
Harold, it goes
Yeah.
in your direction. It goes, whoo, whoo. Do you look at it?
Hello? Hello? he falls over into the gutters. Fucking hell.
The owlbear looks quite pleased with that and trots along next to Fluke.
I'll scratch its feathers.
Looks quite happy. And yeah, you can lead this owlbear through the streets. People part. Eventually, guards show up. Like, oh shit! Looks like they've got this.
Do you like form perimeter chaps?
Yeah,
block off the streets and stuff.
They do so. They kind of tell right out the way. And they keep people from getting too close and keep people at a good distance. And yeah, you lead this owlbear through the city streets until you come to the docks, arriving at a pair of ships that have been docked there. I just will get a good description of the ship. I'm not good with ship descriptions. So they're not big ships. They're not like big galleys. They're two smaller ships, but still like with downstairs portions to them. They look like they're built for kind of speed and comfort, almost like big yachts. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say like because I might be wrong, but they're big enough to comfortably house quite a few people and. Look quite nice as well. They're quite nice. And written on the side of them, the two ships, one is called the Hellraiser, and the other is called the Heartbreaker.
Okay, which one's home?
I think it moves towards the Hellraiser. Let me see.
Yeah,
It's appropriate. It's appropriate.
Just checking. There is actually one where they keep all the animals. So I'm just checking. It's listed here somewhere. Yeah, we'll say the Hellraiser. It heads towards the Hellraiser, like and you approach it.
Hail the people on board before the bear gets there.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm actually just double checking which one has the animals all kept in it. So many notes.
Also, say to Errol and Harold that maybe they should hang back.
Why?
Just in case you're spotted?
We were disguised when he saw us.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's good, because you're the talky ones.
Okay, so it goes towards the... Heartbreak? Yeah, it goes towards the Heartbreaker. And it's along. So the captain of the Heartbreaker kind of sees you coming with this owlbear and leaps off of the ship, kind of jumps down. It's like, it comes down, it's like, by Joves, you've returned our owlbear to us.
Yay, he's really nice. I really like it.
I've not seen... She's a grumpy old lady. That's what I've not seen her take such a liking to someone in some time.
Oh, you're a lady. Oh, I'm really sorry. I made assumptions.
Yes, and the old madam of the Heartbreakers, she is.
She likes sausage rolls. Just, tip from me to you.
Well, very good. I suppose you'll be wanting the reward that was promised for this. Is that right?
Well, yes, please.
Will be much appreciated.
I see. And as he's speaking, you notice just coming out of his lapel are two big furry legs stick out, and then a whole furry body comes out, and a tarantula calmly walks its way up his face. And just
at least it's not his chest hair.
Stops on his head. And he's like, well, good. Sorry, what did you say there? Something about the reward, or?
Yeah, the reward. So why do you keep spiders in your chest?
No, this is, Oh, this is just my pet. This is Tingles.
Tingles!
Indeed. Tingles.
That's a good name.
I agree. Pats the tarantula, pats it on the head. Pat.
Pokes in one of its eyes, freaks out, bites him.
Yeah, poison damage. My 4 hit points. He's like, well, good. So yes, I'll have someone sent to the main ship, and they'll have your gold brought to you. Or would you prefer the water breathing potion?
I think we need.
I think probably the gold.
I think we need the gold. But Brian, will you?
I can already do that. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the gold, please.
Okay. So he sort of nods and has a word with his folk, and they said, so no, you see somebody gets on a boat, and they begin to row off. Actually, I don't think they do that. He talks to somebody, and you see them cast a spell. Fluke, could you make a religion check for me?
Oh, okay. Weirdly, one of my worst ones.
17.
Oh,
Having a good day, though. They just cast the sending spell.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're making things quicker. So they've cast the sending spell. The money should be on its way back now, he says. And you can see this guy, he's got his tarantula on his head, he's standing very sort of prim and proper, kind of a very nice naval outfit. And he's sort of saying, yes, well, how is your day going?
Oh, it's all right. I just got up this morning and came and made this owlbear friend.
Very good.
Yep. And you? I mean, is
won't lie.
being on a boat nice?
It is. It's been a bit of a morning since we lost an owlbear in the city. It's a lot of talks with the guards and the like of that. And
Oh, they're angry today.
yeah, a little bit. And from the other boat, the other member of this fair, the eye catcher, some of the people on that boat shout out across, Hey, Claire, did you find your owlbear then? It's like, yes, Tarwind. He's like, oh, good. I didn't think it was possible to lose an 800-pound bear part owl thing, but just impressive, really. It's like, very good, Tarwin. Your sense of humor is always on point. It's like, yeah.
Oh, I see. They've been giving you shit.
A little bit,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, it is quite impressive. I will say so.
Please don't join in. Please don't.
Well, I have been. I gotta admit, the entire way I was kind of itching to give the old girl to wrestle. If you want me to go beat up that guy instead, I'm more than happy to.
I shouldn't, sir. I shouldn't. I will not. For years, I do not want to fall to his level. He is. Hey.
What's his level? Like waist level?
Clark,
punching
me and the lads had a wager going about whether or not you'd find it. I guess I lost because I thought you'd lose another one, personally. It's like, yeah, thank you, Tarwin.
You lost day before then?
No,
I have very reasonable rates.
Darwin? Yeah? While we're waiting, this fellow over here has a wager for you. And, a bunch of fellas get off the other boat and come along. And you notice, this lot, like, the people on this boat, the Heartbreaker, are kind of, a little bit more nicely dressed. They look like the actors of the fair, like the performers. You see sort of acrobats and all that sort here.
Also, I'm very aware we're a Mr. Munchakani, so I'm making sure my pockets are...
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, the ones coming off the Eye Catcher, the other boat... wait, am I getting this wrong? Sorry. Free boats confuse me. Captain of the Hellraiser. Okay, the ones coming off the Hellraiser, they're the Carnies. 100%.
Right.
They have like tattoos and like quite strong built look to them. Like they do a lot of physical and manual labor. And they kind of come. A couple of them come swaggering out and like begin jostling the actors. They're like, yeah, very very funny. Please don't touch me. And in the middle of them all is not Tarwin. Sorry, Tarwin is a different character. This is Fergus Crabwater. So Fergus Crabwater comes. He's got a bottle of wine in one hand, and he's kind of looking amongst you. Even though it's only like noon, he's got a bottle of wine in one hand. He's like, "All right, so you got a wager for me, do you?" And it's like, "Yes, indeed. This Triton fellow here says that Triton wrestling is vastly superior to the wrestling of the carnivals. He saw some of our wrestling displays the other day, was not impressed." It's like, is that true? No, he couldn't have seen the same wrestling that was going on then, because...
I think the exact description was fucking wank.
Fucking wank? Well, I didn't say that, but fucking wank is it? Ah, well, Tritonfell, I tell you what, we have a wrestler who will easily handle you. I'm just saying, he has wrestled all around the world. Fine physical specimen.
That must take him a while if he's constantly wrestling as he's travelling.
I mean, that's why we have a boat, so he can wrestle and travel.
Ah, clever.
Yeah, that's the entire reason for the boats. A couple of his, like, carny friends chuckle. Like,
Well, I was kind of hoping to do it with the owlbear. You know, it's
with the
not more
owlbear.
bragging rights with that.
Well, we obviously
I could
can't have-
handle some
What?
foxes.
No, leave her alone. Leave Lady alone.
Oh, come on, look. Oh,
Yeah, don't fuck with that, Brian. I know you're hard, but...
Her name's Gerald. Geraldine. We call
Yeah,
her
leave Lady
Yeah.
Gerald alone.
Geraldine.
I wish you were able to breathe water.
Alright, so there's this sort of particularly big carny behind you. He's got like a big beard, like big down to his chest beard, head shaved, covered in like tattoos on his head, on his arm. He kind of comes over and looks down. He's about 6'8", and you're what, 5'2"?
5'3".
5'3". So he looks down at you. He's like, really? This one? Pat you on the head. Pat, pat, pat.
His hand comes off kind of slimy.
I could.
Well.
It would not be a fair contest. He is so tiny.
Low centre
see.
of gravity, mate.
You see, I had no investment before, but getting a bit of combat.
Then, well, we have time to wait. You want to wrestle? We could wrestle.
Why not?
What is your wager?
Looks in pockets. I'll go about 20 gold.
20 gold is good wager. I bet 20 gold I beat you. You sound fair? Good.
Yeah, why not?
Come, let us wrestle.
At this point...
The first one to end
Harold-
up in water loses.
Ooh,
what?
ooh.
The first one to
Oh.
end up in the water loses. because you're standing
there.
you're standing on a dock right now. So it's a pretty easy way of doing it. And you can see this the carnies are all like, hey, and they're starting to take bets amongst themselves.
No.
Drink.
Aaron wanted to start the betting, didn't he?
Harold is going to be hype man, so I'm going to find the nearest barrel, stand atop it, and start getting everybody rather excited. I'm going to draw in a nice big crowd.
Okay. Roll a performance check for me.
Alright.
And this is to see the crowd you can gather.
I'll get the crowd going. Errol, you get the bet. It'll be perfect.
Sure. That sounds like good fun.
Oh, all right. You
Nice.
think everybody has came off both boats, both the Hellraiser and the Heartbreaker. You can see the actors are on one side, the carnies on the other, and they're all like cheering. And she's like, "All right, gather around." Also, people from the town have come in. Like dock workers have stopped in their work and have came over, and now they're also like, they're betting too. And yeah, there's a good group of like 50 people around you now. Properly getting hyped up for this display of physical excellence. Errol,
A bit real.
yeah, the other guy's looking around like, "Oh, you're not used to having crowd around you, little man. Do not worry. Performance anxiety in front of crowd, very normal for beginners."
Oh, I guess most of the people, usually when I wrestle people, they don't end up walking away, so not too many, people see it.
Just to remind you, this is not to death, this is just to throw in water. Please do not start stabbing me or something. That would be greatly appreciated.
Oh, no, now stabbing. Don't do sharp things.
Yeah,
But, mind your balls.
Jim, bring me my cup. No, the adamantine one.
No one's critting my balls.
Erlan, do you want to try and gather some bets and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. How do you go about that? What does it look like when Earl's sort of trying to gather bets? Obviously, trying to stack it in a certain favor so that or which way do you stack it? Do you want to stack it in Bryn's favor or in this big Russian bear's favor?
Well, the Russian bear obviously looks like he knows what he's going to be the favourite. So, I want people betting for him, and I want Bryn to win.
All right, so you're going to big him up while taking it so that when Bryn wins, you hope you win. But if he loses, you're going to make a loss.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Roll a persuasion check for me.
Where's it going? That's...
Ooh.
Yeah. You're bringing a lot of cash. People are handing stuff over to you. Go, blah, blah, blah. It's that traditional scene in every movie with a fight or something. Everyone's shouting at you and waving tickets and coin purses. I guess in this situation, a couple people get bludgeoned by coin purses. It's pretty odd. Yes, it kind of goes as you'd expect. All right, Bryn. It's the moment of truth now. It's like a guy stands there, cracks his neck one.
What's the other bloke's name?
You haven't got his name yet.
Oi, bloke, what's your name?
My name is Ivan Gregory Zangief Bostomon.
Ivor, Greg.
No.
Ivan.
Ivan Gregory Zangief Bostomon.
Zag. F.
Brian's just removing all his weapons.
Goston.
He is currently making sure that in place his adamantine cup. That's his preparations.
Take off my anchor, my javelins, my daggers, my fish hooks, my clubs.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, boy, do we have a show to you. For the first time in a long while, Brian faced up against a foe here on the docks for you this very day.
Get on with it!
He's facing off against Ivor, Greg, Zangief, Goston.
That's
Carnival-
not his name!
The Carnival's champion. And he's against the beast from the deep. The slayer of men and monsters. Shark's Bane.
He's very
Blind,
short.
bloody. And that will be my
Said that
inspiration.
one.
And I will inspire Brian with my little bit of hype.
Alright, you are Brian, you are inspired.
Yeah.
Alright, you two stare each other down. The guy clicks his neck, and you look up. Roll an athletics check for me.
I would first like to rage.
That's fine, yeah. You barbarian wrestle.
So, yeah. As our arms lock, like electricity starts to tingle through my body as like clouds come around to mantle my shoulders. As I heave it.
Alright,
For a
12.
very underwhelming 12.
Do you want to add your
I'll
inspiration?
probably have inspiration to that one.
Alright. He locks up with you and drags you towards the edge. Like he's got you kind of like in a front face lock and he's like pushing you towards the edge of the water. He's like, "Do not worry, little fish man. I will send you home."
Oh, as much as like a good dip, I don't think I'm feeling it right now.
Do you want to...
While everyone's distracted, I would like to subtly cast Disguise Self and start moving away from where I was.
That's fine. You just like transform into somebody else and head away a little bit. All right, Brian. So the first one did not go well. You were being pushed towards the water. Yeah, roll again for me. You're still raging because you're locked up. It basically counts. Easier to beat this time round. Yeah. However, this time, you like get your low center of gravity. You lift him off his feet for a few seconds. The crowd cheers and boos, and you push him kind of back to where you started.
I'm gonna try and get a chant go around of Brian.
Brian!
A chant begins. Brian.
It's not my time!
Your rage intensifies. Roll again for me. Athletics check. Oh,
18.
25. He forces you back to where you were before. It's like, "You will take you out, Brian. You'll stand no chance against me. I have so many more names than you."
Oh, yes. You were so lucky I went. I caught base. And again.
Yep.
24. That's a good one.
24. 16. Oh, alright. This time,
Lucky
rather than
man.
push you back to where you were, you kind of drag him round, and you both end up, like, tottering next to the edge. Like, locked up. Everyone's kind of cheering. Like, one of your foot slips off, and it's in midair for a second, but you manage to drag it back into place. Whoever wins this next one is sending the other person into the drink. The crowd is going nuts. There's a chant of Brian in the air. Brian on the deep. Alright. 23. Oh! Grabs you around the waist.
I was going to say I'd like to inspire him again, but okay.
I gave you a good amount of time to do so.
Sorry.
You could cutting words it.
You could cutting words it.
I got that.
Ooh.
I will say to the bloke over there, "Oi, mate, I bet that adamantine colt piece is extra small."
Alright. Roll your cutting words.
Okay, so D6.
Yep.
Time. He lifts you by the stomach, but you like drop back down to your feet and you lift him up onto your shoulder and he drops down. You're both teetering on the edge. The crowd is just freaking out around you. The chants for Brian, the chants for Ivan Gregoris and Gif Brozovic grow louder. They don't maybe say his entire name each time.
It kind of biases the chanting time in his favour slightly.
So yeah, what another one coming up.
Yep.
Rolls 17. Very average for him. 23. How do you dunk this fellow in the drink?
He starts lifting up, and Brian just kind of goes like, and just like slides, like slithers between his hands.
Alright, you slither through
Drops
his
down.
hands.
and just like headbutts him right in the chest, and then grabs him by the head and the codpiece, lifts him up, and just barks him into the ocean.
Alright. It looks hilarious because you are 5'3", he is just shy of 7 foot, and you lift this man for a second, very Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan slam moment, and hurl him into the water, where there is an almighty splash. You notice the people from the Heartbreaker. They're all cheering. All the actors and sort of thespians are cheering. All the people from the Hellraiser are like, ah! The crowd is mostly going because they were voting on the big guy. Errol reappears.
I just start like erupting electricity around me.
And in that moment, you guys succeed. And in that moment, somebody comes up and delivers 250 gold pieces to you for getting the owlbear back.
Hey.
Kind of during the distraction, they showed up. And you gain 163 gold. Wow, that was a good roll.
Oh.
From your betting escapades.
Excellent.
Nice.
I didn't even need Scarpa.
I checked to see if the other guy's able to swim.
You look down, he's there, like, swimming to shore. Swims his way to shore and pulls himself out and, like, shakes his beard off. But he seems fine.
Yeah.
He's not one of those real-life sailors who didn't know how to swim. He's a fantasy sailor, so he definitely knows how to swim.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a high athletics score, so swimming's easy for him.
It's a good fight, mate. Easy, a fair ripper. Alright.
It's like, well played. He shouts up at you, well played, little man. Get you next time, sort of thing. No hard feelings from him, it seems.
Oh, well. I feel a bit better now. Don't feel like wrestling bears anymore.
Well, that's good.
Oh, I'll say, Harold, you really came true for me there. I could feel, I don't know what it was, but I felt like you were backing me the whole way there, buddy.
So I've always got your back. And I do love making fun of people.
That's true.
Oh, well, I'll slap Brian on the back and hand him 40 gold.
Oh, and you did fucking well, my son. Whoa, I've never seen such a display in my life. You're a slippery bastard. Whoa, amazing.
I'll pass 40 gold to Fluke and Harold as well.
Hey.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. No, Lady Geraldine's not food.
Somebody leads her back to the boat at this stage.
Oh.
Did I get the extra 20 I wagered? Yeah.
Yes, and you would get the
Items
20
up.
from the original wager as well.
Nice.
Hey.
What is extra 60 days?
Before, when he's like pulling himself out the water, I'm gonna like casually go by and just help him up there. Lead out, lad.
So you've gotten your money. You got that 250 gold as well.
Mm.
And that's you basically. That's what you were going for here has been succeed. Do you want to do anything else in the dock wards?
I'd like to find the little tiefling girl if possible.
Sure. You have a look around for her. She is in her normal crate.
I'll just tell everyone I'll be a minute.
Alright.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name last time.
Looks around. Okay, there's a couple people nearby, so she says, Tulip.
Tulip?
Tulip. Those people sort of walk away a little bit. He goes, what the fuck do you want?
Just wondering if there's any more work for me.
We'll contact you when there's more work, mate. You did good,
Okay.
though. You did good. I think the Gazette's going to be an interesting wee paper the next day.
I'll nod and I'll flip her a gold on the way out.
She catches the gold, bites it, Yeah, cleft lip, like bites gun. Keep your nose clean.
That small girl must smoke quite a lot.
As you walk away, she brings out a Marlboro and just lights it up.
Lights up the gold.
No, it can't be Marlboro. It's going to be something real bad.
Oh, that'd be an interesting habit.
Oh no, it's going to be like camels or something horrendous.
But yeah, no more work for you at this level.
Yeah.
So I wonder what's the next ploy for the group?
Should we head to, because it's like on the way to where we're going, should we head to the Yawning Portal?
Yeah.
And see if we can talk to the Zent, see if they know anything about the Greyhounds.
I mean, literally the last thing you did was get this information was from them.
Oh yeah.
So if there's anything else they would have given you, they'd have probably already given it to you.
Alright.
So we need to either investigate this lady, like by sneaking in, or encounter her some other way and have a chat.
I don't know if we necessarily need sneaking. I mean, I can think of a way to do it, but not too keen on it. We could have a talk to old Carnival Master here as well, and be like, "Hey, we helped get your elbow back. Do you like maybe see if we could ask him a few questions now? It's not like
He didn't want to talk to us before.
I mean, but that's because I was being an asshole.
Also,
I was in disguise being an asshole, so maybe he'd be more open if we'd done something nice for it.
Also, we still haven't gone to the Temple of Gond.
Yeah, that's a good point. We can do that,
Yeah. As he was like, there's something else to forget. Ah, yes.
yeah.
Figure out what the hell that gnome was trying to deliver to us.
No boy.
Yeah, maybe if we do that.
Whatever the gnome was trying to deliver to you is in the Growlhund estate. You know that now because that's where the guy who took it ran off to.
Was that the one that looked mechanical, or is it someone else?
No, he
entirely?
got fireballed by the thing that looked mechanical.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, I think we have enough time to like scout out these two places today to see what they look like.
Okay. So where would you head
Sounds
to
good.
first? The Temple of Gond or the Growlhund? Well, let me just see
Whichever's closer, I guess.
whichever is closer. So now I have to figure out which is closer.
I guess to be the temple.
Probably the temple. I think it's in this part of the city, or
Yeah.
this part of
I think if we go to the temple first, because we might learn some stuff there we could use to talk
Yeah.
to people about around the villa.
Sorry, I just gotta find it first. House. Actually, they're similar distances away. Growlhund Alley. The Growlhund Villa is up here, very close to your house.
So I just scrolled down a tiny bit and saw what the fuck that you're doing to Arrow.
What's happening? What's going on?
On 17th Street, near the Undercliff.
I just saw that earlier.
The under? What? I have no idea. Oh, the muddy, mildly penis. Okay. Oh yeah, that is mildly penis. And the House of Inspired Hands is over here. Closer
Speaking
to.
of mildly penis, that does look mildly penis as well.
Closer to. Stay on target. The House of Inspired Hand is up here, which is kind of in the same district as the Blackstaff Tower. So it's in the Sea Ward, and the Growlhund Manor. So they're both kind of similar distances away.
Okay. I vote temple first.
Yeah, I agree.
Works for me.
Okay.
Less risky.
Yeah. I'm not sure what we'd say to anyone in the villa yet.
True.
So how are you making your way there? You're going to get a cart? You're just going to leisurely walk your way up? Like it's
We got
coldish
cash.
autumn day. You got cash? You can spend it?
Yeah.
Alright. So you catch a cart and it begins to make its way up the main street, heading towards the Temple of Gund, which is known as the House of Inspired Hands. Gund is sort of a god of invention and creation, as you know from the other day. They make mics that don't pick up your breath when they're far away from that. Very
Fuck!
Those.
I'm just gonna put it up here.
On the way there, there is a clatter from the front of the car, and you see that you kind of look out. You're in this nicer coach that's just basically a taxi getting from point A to point B, and you hear a loud, "Ah, my leg! Oh, fuck!"
You right? What's that? What's what?
Looking outside, you can see that it looks like the car hit somebody. There's a guy outside holding his leg, like in pain, and the cart driver is shouting him like, "You bloody idiot, you got in my way!" And the guy's like, "You can't hit me, you bastard! Ow!"
Can I jump down and take a look at the leg?
Yeah, sure. Roll a quick medicine check for me.
And maybe insight.
I'm going to look out for anyone who might be trying to use this as a distraction.
Alright, make a perception check for me.
Yes, I'm good at these. Alright, tied to chaos this.
Yeah, do it.
I did not need to.
Damn.
That makes life more fun.
Alright, well, let me give them at least a chance to roll. But you see, as you're doing this, like he's kind of like holding his leg, like, oh, it hurts. Fluke, you can see he doesn't like got hit very hard. Like he got a bump and then fell down, but he's being a bit of a whiny bitch about it.
Yeah, like nothing's broken.
Yeah,
or like
you
poking
see,
out.
Somebody kind of move up behind Fluke and try and grab Fluke's wallet. So trying to grab Fluke's coin purse and make off of it.
Oh no, he's gonna die. No one steals from Fluke.
Fluke, what is your passive perception?
Oh, it is 15.
15? Alright, Fluke, you feel somebody cut your purse. And
Turn around and thump them.
Alright. Roll an attack roll for me.
Okay.
I
If
thought you
I
were about to
just
say inflict wounds or something.
if I just click my mace for the
Yeah, that'll work fine. Alright, you swing round, but this person ducks under your fist and begins to take off. Like, she starts running.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, sure.
Give that back to the lady and stay there.
Okay. They...
And unfortunately, I just used Tides of Chaos.
Yes, you did, so I could make this a chaosy thing.
Oh dear.
And I'm in a carriage.
If I so... I mean, feels like I'm just giving it to you, but also like I want to. Okay. 1 second.
Do
They
it.
have to make a wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw. They...
DC 14.
Alright. He keeps running. Could you roll a D100 for me?
Depending on how this goes, I want to harpoon him.
Oh, jeez. 19? What's 19 on the thing? And it's close to 7 and 8, but it's not...
Oh, I cast grease on myself.
Alright. So what we see is you cast your spell. He like keeps running, doesn't even slow. And then from an outside shot, we just see like the doors of the carriage all burst open and grease pours out. It filled the carriage in an instant and then exploded out all the doors. Let's have a look at the grease spell.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen if you're trying to
I mean,
catch
it's
someone.
not the worst thing.
Not far off.
it's brilliantly terrible for the
Could
situation.
everyone make a dexterity saving throw, including Fluke, because you're within 10 feet of the carriage.
Oh,
No.
Against your spell save DC, Erlan. All right,
Yeah.
everyone's pretty much fine. We're missing somebody.
Sick. Yeah, it's me.
Danger sit. Oh,
Hey.
wow. However, it bursts open, but you ride on the grease and slide out, making it almost look intentional. Like you kind of just hands out surfer style and you slide
So
along.
roll out.
And yeah, this guy is taking off full pelt.
Yeah, I'm harpooning him.
Can I?
All right, you're gonna have to try and
Can
chase
I
him.
cast a spell?
He's kind of just nipped round a corner, so you're gonna have to actually give chase to him for a bit.
Alright.
Capture
Yeah,
him.
Yeah,
definitely. I might, if I can, get like a kick in the face of the guy who hurt his leg, and start chasing after my
Right.
coin.
You boot the guy who hurt his leg. He's in the
Yeah.
grease as well, so you kick him and he slides away. Like and is hit by an oncoming carriage. And you just hear him go, "Ah, my leg! Really this time though? Damn it!"
It says you right, arsehole.
Alright. Could I get everyone to roll athletics checks for me as they
Yeah.
give chase to this fleeing cutpurse?
Ooh.
Not bad. Not great.
Yeah, as we go, I also yell at like the guy in the
everyone.
carriage to keep an eye on the guy who just got knocked over and his leg bucked up.
Alright, so you guys take off. You're pounding down the road after them. And you come round a corner. And you see the guy is like there, breathing heavily. You caught him quite quick. And as you catch up with him, coming out of the alleys around him are several other figures. And you sort of recognize them. They appear to be a group of the Carnies.
Oh.
Kind of with tattoos and all that sort of set up. And they all kind of come out of the surroundings or surround you. And they're kind of like, you know, doing this, like cracking their knuckles and stuff. It's like, I think it's only fair we get a bit of that big pot of money that you made back there. Don't you?
No.
Nope. Not even slightly.
Well, I think we have a disagreement here then.
Is this the guy who nicked the money, or is this someone else?
This is somebody else. The guy who nicked the money is like, kind of like, letting someone else talk for a minute.
Yeah. Brian's started to reach towards his hammer. He looks around everyone. It's like, should have brought your cod pieces.
What's his boss called?
Zardos Zaz. Or his ship captain was Fergus Crabwater.
You know your boss.
Fucking get him! And they jump you.
I was gonna try to intimidate them.
You can be trying their turn. They're not. They know they have a brief window of time before guards show up, so they're being a
Makes
little
sense.
quick on it.
Lift up.
How do I make this work? I forgot to do initiative without the fancy Adam macro. There we go.
Oh.
Alright. Everyone rolled?
Yep.
So they jump you. Yeah, get him! And they leap forwards. There! With cudgels and sabers and all that kind of good stuff. There's definitely... Oh, and as I say that, the Black Sails music kicks in. That's convenient. So there's going to be 2 attacks on each of you. So, Brian, these are on you.
Yeah.
14
Nope.
and a 10. So they both miss. The next one is Fluke.
Yeah.
8 and 16.
Oh, I think. Oh, yeah, 16 is my armor hat class, so that
Alright. You take 3 piercing damage.
hit. Okay.
Erlan,
Yeah.
10 and 16.
I will shield.
Alright. So you bring up a magical shield as they try and give you a poking. And Harold.
Is that a Tide of Chaos?
Oh, no.
It's got to be a 1.
Yeah, we're okay.
Okay.
Harold, one of them hits you for 7. He rolled a 14, if that changes anything.
I will cut in words that then.
Alright.
You lost your body fair and square, you can't! And I dodge out the way.
Right, yeah, he misses because he's right on your armor class.
Yeah.
Alright, so they jump forward, start
No more
poking at
fathers.
you and stabbing at you. They're not like coming in to murder you, it's more like a quick beat him up and then run away sort of thing. Harold, it's your go.
Unfortunately, I look at them and I'll say, unfortunately, I've only got things that poke holes in people. So I'll pull out my rapier and I will try and have at thee with one of them. And I'll try and, I don't know how he can really non-lethally with a rapier, but I won't try and kill him, so to say. Stab!
You successfully stab him. You're like, ah! You sort of catch him with your blade. He staggers a little bit.
Bonus action, I'll pull a rapier into my offhand, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, so you move.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's a item interaction to pull a weapon, but bonus action, can I pull a weapon? Or I'll do it next turn.
Not really. Also, you can't use 2 rapiers. Neither of them.
No, I got a dagger. Sorry, I meant to say.
Okay. You'll have to do it next turn, but...
Yeah, that's right then. That's my turn.
Okay. Erlan.
We'll also draw a rapier and try to stab both the people.
Hey, it's like you're a bard.
It's like we're playing the same character.
Yeah,
I do slightly more damage.
you catch one of yours. She hisses in pain as you cut her arm. Staggers back. Brian, I think it's your go.
Yeah. Alright. Well, surrounded by him, he's going to start frothing at the mouth as all his fins on the back of his head and the side to start to flare out. As he... No, not that one. This one. Rages of the deep. And he's got to take off his anchor and just take a whack at that fella to his north.
Okay.
Actually, first of all, I'm going to just reach out and just zap him with some lightning. Wait, no, yeah, that does that as part of the rage activate.
Okay. Let's try to make a dex save. He passes, so takes 2. Ow! I believe it. Half on that success, isn't it?
Yep. And then I'm going to take a reckless swing at him.
Right. You give him a wee zap, and then you break his jaw. And he staggers backwards and falls on the ground over here.
Stay down, buddy.
Yeah, he doesn't like he's getting up anytime soon.
Oh, sorry. Should have done ladies first. He turns to Claire at the other one next to him.
Fluke, it's your go. This spell I put the wee dot on, he has your purse.
Right. She's going to invoke duplicity.
Okay, that's your action.
Yep, with her action. And then, because she's really pissed off. She thought these days were behind her. She's going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Alright, he gets bonked on the noggin.
Yeah, just in my head, it's like an owlbear head pecking down at him this time.
Bonk! Alright, cool.
Okay, that's her go.
Alright, sailor time. One of them is going to try and stab Brian. 17 for 6.
Just hits. Half to 3.
Alright, 2 of them are going to try and stab Fluke. 23 for 6.
Oh, yeah, it gets me.
And the other guy drops his blade for a second and then has to pick it back up. 2 of them stab at Harold. He also drops his blade for a second. He has some grease on his hands, although he wasn't in the grease spell. And the other one, 21 for 8.
Yeah, I've got to do it.
Yeah. And finally, Erlan. Miss, 21 for 8.
Yeah, can't do anything about that one.
Alright, so they're like stabbing at you. They kind of still look fairly confident, you know. They're like, get him! You hear like somewhere nearby, you sort of hear guard whistles like. They're like, fuck! But they seem to be still convinced they're going to try a little longer. Harold.
I will stab at the guy I stabbed at before.
Okay.
Non-lethally. 15 for 7?
Yeah, you crack him in the face with your pommel of your rapier, and he collapses to the ground unconscious in a heap.
And I will just turn to the other one, holding my dagger out towards him. I'll say to him, I think you better start having second thought. I imagine it's an action to intimidate him, so I'll do that next time. Yeah, so that's my turn. I've just got daggering off and pointing at him.
You can take a poke at him with it if you want.
Yeah, I'll poke at him. Sure, why not? Ha!
You miss. Erlan.
I shall throw some acid at the ones attacking Fluke.
Extreme. Alright. Dex save from one of them, which they pass. Brian, I think it's your go.
Yeah. Alright, how... Is this guy taking any damage yet?
Yeah, he's taking a owlbear to the back of the head.
And... okay.
My spiritual weapon.
Okay, I was very confused. I must have missed that bit. Alright. I'm just gonna move over here. The other one can get an attack on me if she wants. Actually, I'll probably take 2 getting to there. No, I can walk around the outside. Yeah, so she'll get an attack as I walk away.
Okay.
Stay down, Sheila. I got something to deal with.
She misses you.
Ooh, I walk over and say, be so nice to return the lady her purse. And then I just like double hand anchor, like smack down on his head, just knock him out.
Smackdown!
15 hits, yeah. Bonk! Collapse to the ground unconscious.
Oh, good. And is this one hurt?
Nope.
Okay, I'm actually looking for people who aren't hurt because I don't think I can non-lethally zap people. So I was gonna turn around and just the static from the blow just kind of fizzles out towards her.
Alright, it catches her with a little static shock and her hair goes kind of puffy.
Ooh, that's me.
Alright. Fluke.
Okay, she is going to this guy's down.
Yes, he is unconscious after taking a pretty nasty smack on the noggin.
Okay, she's gonna hit this girl with her mace.
Pick up your coin sack, just flack her with it.
Yeah.
You miss with the coin sack.
Yeah. And she'll.
I kind of want that to be Fluke's mace, like it just is.
Yeah, just like.
Or her mace is just like
it's
a sock with a pool ball in it.
She'll move her spiritual weapon down and hit this guy with it.
He's already unconscious, but this
is he?
guy over here could take one, or this the lady next to you here.
Yeah, I could whack her again. No, I'll get the one attacking one of my friends. Yeah, I'll get this guy below Harold.
Yeah, everyone looks pretty fucked.
I know. I'm not sure. Let me check how far I can move.
20 feet. You could knock anyone you wanted around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hit one of the ones hitting Errol. I'll hit this girl.
Okay. She's actually already been hurt, so yeah, you could give her a bonk and knock her out.
Not
12 misses.
Yep.
Blocks it. Sailor's turn. They hear more watch whistles, see some of their friends are unconscious, and go, fuck, leg it! And they disengage and just start running away. Like, run away!
Who nicked Fluke's coin purse?
An unconscious person next to Fluke.
Yeah.
So they basically start like scattering and running off. Dash. And you can also hear like whistles. The guards are kind of on their way over. You're like, and like you can see some like armored. You can hear armored footsteps as the guards begin to approach.
Well,
What do you guys do? Do you like take off after them, or do you just run off?
I'd say we just stay here. Really, we did nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's what we think. It's not necessarily what the guards I think take the money, do a scarper probably is best idea.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
not hang around. I'm already halfway down the street.
And what you then?
Where's Erlen gone? Alright.
And what you then?
Could everybody make a stealth or athletics check, depending on how they're trying to scarper? Fluke, you pick up your coin purse.
Yeah.
Fluke, you can have advantage because your duplicate runs off in the other direction, confusing things. Okay, so 15, 10, 22, and 13. Alright. Erlen, as you are sprinting down the street, a guard comes out of a side, like, kind of like a side street, and goes, "A drow!" and tries to tackle you.
Fucking racial profiling!
Could you roll a athletics check for me to see if you can... athletics or acrobatics check to dodge this this guard's attempt at racial profiling.
That's not good.
You could Tide to Chaos it.
I don't think that's going to help.
Oh, no. Alright, this guard... Well, let's roll for the guard, see how he does. He's a member of the Watch, so he'd have their stats. Okay, he is going to try and tackle you, so athletics check. Pretty good at that. Slams you to the ground. Like, grabs you, and it's like, "Right, come here, sir, you are under arrest, you are bloody nicked, you are, for..." And he looks around, trying to figure out what he's arresting you for.
Yeah, what are you arresting me for?
Looks over.
Running in the street.
Come on.
Firstly, you are under arrest for dangerous running in the streets. Secondly,
Didn't even have scissors.
it appears as if you're under arrest for brawling in the streets. That seems about right. Yep, he sees like there's been some fighting going on over there.
So you're arresting me for being attacked by some vicious hoodlums, which I was trying to escape from.
Looks like those vicious hoodlums are quite unconscious over there.
Oh, that's new. Still, doesn't make my... Do you really need to do this?
Roll a persuasion check. Looks around, sees mounting paperwork and lack of evidence. Right, well, on your way, just keep your nose clean and remember to move, not to run. You might slip on the cobbles. Have a lovely day. And he gets up and begins to running off towards the unconscious people. Like, that's the actual issue, and starts running off in that direction.
Do I have a really dirty nose or something? Everyone's always telling me to keep it clean around here.
When you rub it, a bit of dirt does actually come off. It's actually blood. There's a bit of blood on your nose. Alright, you all reconvene at the House of Inspired Hands, the Temple of Gond. An hour or so later. You're in the nice part of town again. Don't think you'll get mugged here. If you do, it'll be like by an archmage or something, so it'll be a very different circumstance. Give me all your money or I'll fucking send you to a different dimension.
See, this is the trouble with travelling like fancy people. They just think we're fancy. And we're worth robbing.
They don't look fancy, they're just a bit thick. And also they mugged us because they knew we took some money off them. And we didn't really take money off them, we won that fair and square, didn't we?
That's true. Yeah, we rescued an owlbear and stuff. And Brian was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell the person you're wrestling to jump in the water halfway through the match. I mean, how fair can you get?
I know, there's no magic BS. It's so strange for us. Ah. Well, we're here now anyway.
Well,
So, who's got a good line of questioning when we get inside?
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I could do some inspired hands right now.
Like you're thinking.
It does sound like it might also be a brothel. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's let me change gears a little bit here, because you've gone to a quest-related area. So,
Ooh.
I mean, somewhat. It's part of the investigations.
Yeah, it's got like a giant marker on the map. It's got to be important.
Okay, so the House of Inspired Hands, Waterdeep's Temple of Gond, sits on the corner of Sea-Watch Street and Shark Street in the Seaward. So as you're approaching it, the House of Inspired Hand looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. The symbol of Gond, a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. You see silhouetted the silhouette of a humanoid shape perched on the rooftop. It extends an arm, releasing a tiny metallic sparrow into the sky. The bird does a few loops in the air, then veers right towards you. What do you do?
That fucking bird.
Well,
It's like zipping at you.
I get ready to catch it with my cat-like reflexes.
I
Comes.
duck.
yeah. I'd be like, I've had about enough today, and get my mace.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
Too fast, I would.
You're also very short, my friend.
Alright, Brian,
Yeah.
what's your AC? It's not 13, is it?
16.
16. Alright, this thing flies and smashes into like the pauldron. Like, what sort of armor does Brian wear?
Naked.
Naked. It flies and smashes into your rock-hard fish abs.
Yep.
This little metallic sparrow hits you and explodes.
What was that about?
And little bits of like metal fall to the ground, and like little. You see this little like metallic sparrow beak going on the floor. And when you look up, the figure who released the sparrow seems to have disappeared.
They're confused. Look
I
at
can
Sparrow
tell this
bit.
is a shit religion.
Is that some kind of an angel or something?
We should go in
I
there.
pictured
That was not the
parts.
response I was expecting.
Is there any
Can I-
secret message in this exploding sparrow?
No,
Was it be a messenger or something?
no, not really. It appears to just have.
It's a kamikaze sparrow.
It appears to have just like done a little circuit around the house and then like just flowing straight into your chest.
Alright, I scoop down what pieces I can find on the floor and
Little, very fine
Yes, we
sort
had
of
it.
metallic gears and cogs. Scoop it up. There's a little like broken wing. Little
Oh, that's a
robotic
bit sad.
claw.
alright, we head inside, see if this belongs to anyone.
Alright. So you head inside. The Temple of Gond is open and abuzz with activity during daylight hours, which this is. The main hall of the temple, the Hall of Exemplary Inventions, a plaque on the wall tells you, holds 24 marble pedestals. Each one bears a prize-winning invention or miniature model of some extraordinary creation. So there are 24 of these like marble columns with strange things on them. Nearby, you see a wooden flying machine. Has wings that flap when it becomes air. Like big wooden flying machine, like Da Vinci flying machine, with like clear like rope pulley wings. You see a helmet. It's there's this metal helmet with 2 sort of metal arms attached to it. And like big like open palmed hands that look like they would kind of like kind of about face level, and it's got a plaque that says the Waking Helm. And there's a 4-foot tall working model of a clock tower that rings every hour. It's made of wood, iron, bronze, glass, and has a brass bell with a delicate hands. All these just strange little creations and inventions. There's a miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle. There's a brass plate affixed to the pedestal that reads, "Big Belchy, sank in deep water harbour on the Day of Wonders in 1363 DR." Just all these weird, wonderful
Brian takes
things.
note of that. Sounds like a good salvage potential.
Salvage that someday. So
Yeah.
you've heard of Big Belchy before. It's you're not really allowed to salvage it because it's still technically the property of the Temple of Gone, so you can't get rights for it for love nor money.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's kind of what you see when you come in. And looking around, you can see there is a priest of Gond. They're kind of wearing their outfit is like a mixture of priestly robes and overalls, and they've got like lots of pockets to keep like spanners and stuff in. And you can see there is a bronze dragonborn who is standing, sort of directing people kind of as they come in, like, "Hello, welcome, yes, praise Gond. Hello, welcome, yes, praise Gond. Yep, also praise Gond. Lovely."
Is there a lot of people moving in around?
It's pretty busy in here. I mean, the Day of Wonders was like yesterday, so it's probably a busy day for them. But there's also a lot of like people just clearly here working. Like there are people like coming out with like. I think while you're thinking that and you look around, an elven man leaps out of a door and goes, "Eureka! I've done it! I've created the world's first wristwatch that tells only the time in the astral plane."
Ooh. Very specific use, that.
Right, what is the point?
"It's taken me 20 years, but I've done it!" There's like a round of applause.
What time is it?
In the astral plane, it's... Stopped. It stopped.
Is there time there?
Is there time... When he runs back inside and like he's like changing his calculations on a big blackboard for the door he was working in. No sooner has he left than from a different door a gnome jumps out and goes, "Eureka!" and begins explaining his wonderful creation. So the place seems to be quite a lively atmosphere.
As long as no one yelling that is an old naked man jumping out of a bath to run around it, I'm happy.
Fair enough. So an old naked man jumps out and goes, "Oh, Eureka! I figured out how to make more undead in my bag of holding."
I figured out the relationship between mass and volume.
But yeah, what do you guys do?
Oh,
Hey, puppy.
Hounds.
I talked to the puppy.
Alright. It's a mechanical dog, but it's still very cute.
Oh.
It looks like canine.
Hello, master. Beep boop.
That's the Dragonborn. Hello there. We're
Hello.
wondering if we could ask any questions about the nimble constructs we saw yesterday in the carnival procession.
Nimble construct. Oh, the nimble rights that were the other day. Yes. Interesting things. The nimble rights. They are. They're from that city that is not Luxon, but Matthew always wants to call Luxon.
Oh. Shit, what was it? I thought I wrote it down.
I should remember this.
You should. You're the lore nerd, I think. Yes, they're from that city. Yep, useful things. Very, very advanced, very quick, as I understand it. Very fast. Very sure-footed. Excellent manservants and bodyguards, I hear. Why are you? If you're hoping to get one, we don't sell them. We don't actually create them here in the House of Inspired Hands. It's from that city.
Oh, okay. So, if anyone wanted to get them, they would have had to get them from that city, and you wouldn't have any idea who might have them or might be able to move them on.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Earl, roll an insight check for me.
Not my strong suit, unfortunately. I'll tie to chaos it, because why not?
Grease!
Hey!
Thing you did.
Nice.
She is not telling you everything she knows about them. Like you're kind of talking about Nimbright, and you can see she looks a little awkward for a second, especially when she's saying like, there's not really much else I can tell you, or about where you'd get one in the city.
You sure you don't know? Just kind of tap my coin purse a little.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Why did I?
Well, looks around. In honesty, we do have one in the temple. Nim, we call him. We keep him upstairs. He's a bit of an odd construct. Acts with a lot of his own personality and his own initiative, as opposed to entirely following instructions like most Nimblewrights do. So we keep him upstairs, and we've been investigating him a little bit.
Do you always keep him up there?
Oh, yes. Under lock and key, safe and secure.
Do I believe that?
Roll an insight check. Yeah. I mean, like, she seems to think it's kept up there under lock and key. You're pretty sure of that.
I don't suppose there's any chance we could see it.
I don't know. Why? For what reason? He's not for sale. I know that's interesting, but
no, we're not interested in that. It's blank. I can't think of a good.
We're Ghostbusters. We gotta see it's not being possessed.
I'm sorry. What did your friend say?
Yeah, I heard that my friend was saying that it's not actually an invention, that it's actually just a ghost that someone put inside in the little golem thing. That you don't actually make anything like any robots, and they're all pretty sure of it.
We don't use spirits. Have not been used to animate that. That's very illegal.
I don't know. I don't think anyone could make anything like that fancy.
Brian, roll a deception check with your staggering charisma.
Oh yeah, I'm going to use DM inspiration for that.
Ooh.
I avoided a face plant.
You avoided offending her, which is good. She looks at you like, you can see Nim quickly, I suppose. There's no harm in that. Lantanese. They're from Lantan.
Lantan.
There we go. Fucking Lantanese robot.
I even have that written down.
Yeah. If you come with me, I can show you to Nim's quarters. And she begins to head up some spiral stairs, like tick, 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 wanders up the spiral stairs, and I assume everyone follows her.
Yeah,
yeah. Takes you to sort of a back part of the temple, and to a big heavy door. She brings out a set of keys. So Nim's in here, and he can't speak, but he does understand you, and we've taught him a little sign language, so. We can understand him, all right. So I can do a little translating for you if you like. And that's strange. She jingles her key a little. The lock's not working. Just a little. It's just fine. 1 second. Fucking open, you fucking. No, just a second. And he tries another couple of keys. 1 second, please.
Do you want me to take a look? I have worked as a locksmith.
1 second. Nim? Have you replaced the lock? Nim, we have visitors, and this is very embarrassing. Everything's fine. Just a second. Nim! Nim, open the door! He must have got the wrong key.
I brought my key with me. There's a kind of like half holding out a crowbar.
Right,
Absolutely
Brian.
not.
This Nim, he seems to have a mind of his own. I wouldn't want to have a chat to him, so I don't think you want to go in there scaring the poor bloke. If you don't mind, my dear friend Fluke here knows a thing or two about locks, and she could probably get us in relatively easy.
Yes, I'm sure.
She's a bit of a tinkerer herself.
There's just so many keys on this ring.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, it's no problem at all. My master told me I need to practice my skills at locks.
Yeah. I'll knock on the door and I'll say, Nim, if you're in there, there's some friends outside. We're going to come in if you don't mind. We've got a key.
Don't come in, I'm naked.
He's saying
I'm gonna try and sound as sort of unthreatening and nice as possible when I say that as well.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try and pick the lock.
All right, roll a lockpicks check for me. Fiso. 19.
Nice.
You're click, 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 click. Almost got it. So about a minute goes by. 2 minutes goes by.
Oh, it's a tricky one.
3 minutes go by. Fluke,
I'm sure I'm almost
you're
there.
so close. You're so close, Fluke, but you cannot quite get it. Like you're right on the cusp there, but this is the trickiest damn lock. He made a good damn lock. This is an impressively made.
All right, we'll try another approach. Brian, don't get too excited now. Got to be nice. Nim, I've been told you can understand and hear me. We don't want anything bad. Just want to ask you a few questions. We're very curious to see you. We've heard many wonderful things about you. Would you be kind enough to let us in, please? My name is Harold. I'm with my friend Errol, Fluke, and Brian. Fluke is especially excited to see you. She loves interesting creatures like yourself. Yeah. Do you mind let us in?
The Dragonborn perks up with, it's all right, Nim. There's no trouble at all. There's no trouble with the lock either. Just these people are just curious about you. That's all. She gives you advantage.
Okay.
So roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Nice.
Ooh,
all right. Yeah. There's a pause, and you can see this is you got her name. Her name is Valletta. She's sort of you see her grit her teeth, and there's a little spark of lightning around her teeth for a second. It's everything's fine. Yeah. And then there's a wee pause, and then you hear a from the other side of the door, and the door opens up, and on the other side, not wearing the hat and tabard, I think, but there is a this creature. Boop. So yeah, there is this metallic creature with kind of bronze and steel bits built into him, very articulate fingers, and a bronze face mask with a fake beard and fake eyes and nose. Stands on the other side, and despite his lack of expression, manages to look kind of bashful. Kind of looks turns his head, and
that is a fine tash.
He nods.
I'm rather jealous, my friend. Pleased to meet you. I do a little curt polite bow. My name's Harold. This is Errol. That is the excitable Fluke, and that is the wonderful bloke behind me is Brian over there. We were wondering if we could ask you a few questions.
He kind of walks back into the room to let you guys in, and Valletta follows and kind of comes in with you. It's like as you can see, this is Nim. Got him from a Lantanese merchant some time ago. One of the real impressive piece of work, very intricate, very fine. Nothing like the big clomping golems and stuff you see around here. Beautiful work. And as she's sort of saying that, Nim sort of like stands a little straighter and kind of looks around the room a little bit like. Brian, could you roll a perception check for me?
I use my eyes.
18, nice. You see, as you go in, there's all these kind of workbenches where he can like work. It looks like he builds machinery and stuff while he's up here. You see one bit where he's definitely been making some other locks, like, similar to the one that was on the door. You also notice a little bench with fine robotic birds half constructed on them. And when he sees you look at it, he kind of looks at you for a second and then like tries to adjust his stance so he's standing between you and the robotic birds so you can't see them as easily.
Don't worry about it, buddy. I take out like the remains of the other bird and just kind of like offer it out to him. Sorry, it gone out of collision with my chest.
Yeah, but Letta goes, a collision of your chest? How? He's not supposed to leave this room. And she
Oh, he wasn't. It was this bird thing.
What, the bird flew out of the room? Is that what happened? And Nim like,
Yeah, I just give him a look at him like, whoa.
Sure, shifty eyes between the pair of you and like, It's like, so you have some questions for Nim. I mean, you can ask away. He's not a person like you're used to, but he doesn't have some specific knowledges.
I realise we don't actually know what we want to ask him.
I will whisper Fluke and Errol, because I'm terribly insight. Keep a look. I'm gonna do a few things. Keep a look at his face, see if he he reacts. Like,
you look at his perfectly
iron cast,
motionless iron cast bronze face.
I'm gonna try. So I've heard a few rumors lately. I mean, we saw all the other guys like you at the parade earlier. We were really impressed by them. We thought rather smart, and I'm just excited to know that Waterdeep, we have one of you fine fellows living in the city of Waterdeep like us. But I'd heard a few rumors recently, stuff like that. I was wondering if you've seen one of these in your travels, and I just sort of pull out the necklace of fireballs from my shirt.
He signs to his boss and Fluke. You understand it a little bit. He's using very basic thieves' cant. Like a lot of sign language kind of comes back to thieves' cant because it's a very widespread version. So in a kind of like basic thieves' canty way, he signs, never seen it. Like, don't know what it is. Sort of, that kind of thing. And Veta looks and goes, no, he doesn't know what that is.
Can I try and insight a robot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also like to use my DM inspiration.
Okay, because you have disadvantage normally anyway, just because.
Okay. Oh, this isn't worth DM inspiration, but sure.
Get it fairly quickly, I assure you.
Plus
I
zero.
use mine to lie about Ghostbusters, so.
You are positive that he has no idea what that is. Oh, actually, that would be with you had disadvantage to start with. So you don't think he knows what it is. Like, he doesn't seem to be showing any real recognition towards it. He's not like reacting like, "Oh my god, they have a bomb." They're just like.
There we go. All right then. Do you know if there's any? Like, I know she doesn't, but do you know if there's any other guys like you, or maybe not exactly like you, or along the same lines about you know of in the city? Other than the ones we saw at with the carnival? Any more elegant constructs like yourself?
He signs again to Valletta. No. And then there's kind of a brief pause, and then adds in, "Why do you ask?" Sort of like
Why
that.
do you ask?
However, Valletta only says no.
Harold, tell him why. Why we want to know.
Click.
I mean, there was a rumor going around that somewhere near our neighbourhood, one of someone. Does he sort of like fit the description vaguely that we were given?
He does definitely fit the kind of like marionette without strings quite well, especially since it was described as being quite nimble and quick, and this creature is very like spry looking.
Yeah, we heard rumours of someone like you sneaking about at night in our neighbourhood, and we were just sort of curious to know who that might be. And we don't mind it ourselves personally, but we're just curious to know if you might have known something about this. Been causing a little bit of trouble is all. I've got a suspicion it might be those carnival folk, but I'm just going to check it. We came to check here just in case.
He signs. Why do you ask? Sorry, what did it do? So you get that, Fluke. Valletta goes, no, he there aren't any others in the city. From your insight, Brian, you're getting the awkward feeling this is like, it's like talking to a, it's like there's a waitress in the room who might lodge a complaint about. Or like, are going to give a bad review to their establishment, and they're trying to like control the flow of information somewhat between you and the kitchen. Because you asked for something to be taken back to the kitchen. The kitchen told you to shove it up your ass, so now they've had to come out and say they're very sorry. It's that
seems to be more of a reputation thing than a.
Yeah, she's just a bit awkward. She doesn't really like the fact that this was supposed to be like, oh, look at this this amazing wonder, and instead it's like, do you know anything about this like creature prowling at night? It's making her a little tense.
I mean, it managed to cause a bit of damage to
Now, Harold, all you've heard is her say, no, there aren't any others in the city.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
I look at Fluke.
So I'd be like, you see, the reason we're asking this is someone got hurt. So quite a lot of people got hurt, actually, and
They got very badly hurt. Like,
yeah. What happened was there was this big. You might have heard of it, actually. There was this big explosion in the streets, and
Valletta's eyes have gone very wide, and you can see.
I know.
Nim is like looking around very quickly and very panicky, and begins to sign quite quickly. Fluke, make a perception or insight check, because he's signing quite quickly, and this isn't exactly Thieves' Cant. It's like just got some similarities, so it's tricky to follow.
Ooh.
Okay, it's a little tough. You got didn't mean to. That's not good. Like panic, kind of panicky expression from what he's doing. And Valletta's like, calm down. I can't understand you when you sign that quickly. It's fine. He's just it couldn't have been Nim. Nim is here all the time, and there aren't any other Nimblewrights that we are aware of in the city.
Look, kind of ignoring Violetta. I'd be like, oh, it's okay, Nim, and I'll try and sign a bit of an "it's okay."
Notices that you can sign too, and signs back, oh, you sign. Like, excellent.
Yeah! And we'll do my best to sort of, talk and sort of sign so I'm keeping everyone else in the loop.
Right. Sort
of like, it's okay, just tell us what happened. You're not in trouble.
Let's say, oh, what are you doing? Oh dear. And she starts to look a little nervous, because now you're talking to the construct directly. It's like, they're not very, and begins to follow along what she's saying as well. And he goes, and what he signs is, I got lonely. I made a brother, but they got out, and I haven't seen them since.
Oh, I understand. That's all right. Do you know where he might be? We don't want to hurt him, but we need to see what's going to happen. We need to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Signs. I can't find him. I've been making something to track him down. Something to look for him. And that's the thing that Valletta is like, you made another Nimblewright. You did. Oh no! Oh no! And
Calm
it
down, dear. Calm
killed
down.
people. Oh no!
And you thought it was that he changed the locks.
Oh no! She begins to like hyperventilate a little bit, but that she's a dragonborn, so this is causing like lightning. Oh no! I need a paper. I need a rubber bag. I need a rubber bag. Something non-conductive. And Nim is like, I'm so sorry. I couldn't find them. Here, and he goes into one of his drawers, and begins to look around, and pulls out from the drawer. I think I have some art for this.
Ooh.
Pulls out. Nope. I'm sure there's definitely art for this somewhere. Pulls out this device made of metal and copper with a little thing on the top, like a little what's like a little umbrella almost, but made out of like a weird thing. It's hard to describe. I don't know if I can show you this art without showing you everything on the page, which I definitely don't want to do.
That's not ominous.
Oh wait, there it is. Got it. Here we go. It looks like this.
Oh. Cool.
I like the umbrella.
Some weird steampunky device. It looks
I
like
can see
it's
why you didn't want to describe that.
cobbled together over time, and he holds it out to you, and signs with his other hand. It's a Nimblewright detector.
Oh, brilliant! Would you
Detect Nimblewrights when they're within, and he kind of looks at his schematics for a second. 500 feet.
Oh, brilliant! Are you happy for us to borrow this?
And I think of like, "Bar, yeah, this is ridiculous."
Yeah.
And he's like, he holds it out, like, please, take it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get you a pet or something, okay? In return. Right, you shouldn't be lonely.
I'll just kind of pat the letter on
Sorry
the
about
shoulder
the
and say,
bird.
don't worry, we'll sort this out. No one's going to find out.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that would
that'll
be
be fine.
that would be amazing. But the first step is Nim. I am so angry with you. We gave you all this equipment to work with, so you could make stuff, so you could be entertained, and you made a whole Nimblewright. You knew we couldn't let that happen. We're going to have to take it all away. You can't be allowed to work with this stuff anymore.
Yeah.
What do you expect locking him in a room by himself?
I mean, he's a machine. You can leave machines alone in their
But
rooms by
you
themselves.
said he's different. He is different.
He's clearly a lot more than a machine. You should
He
give the credit.
has more creative programming, but he's still a machine.
Did you see how he just panicked earlier?
Okay,
That's
can he breathe underwater?
Let me
Well-
check.
I don't think he does breathe.
He doesn't breathe, so no.
Damn.
Nice try.
Someday.
No, I'm sorry, Nim. We're gonna have to take all this stuff away, and we're gonna have to change the lock to something a little more basic, clearly, that locks from the outside. Because this is ridiculous, Nim. We gave you all this trust, and you've broke my heart. I'm sorry. While saying that, you can see Nim's like, no, don't take my stuff. Sort of like signing, and then kind of.
Yeah, let him have fun. Oh, he's got nothing up here. It's the one thing that seems to keep him occupied. You imagine what it's like when he's not being occupied?
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is Temple of Gond business at this stage. We have to protect stuff from, like, our inventions are very, very useful, but also, they can be dangerous. And Nimblewrights.
yes.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
I want to know the time in the astral plane. Yeah, it's
Well,
Yeah.
right.
firstly, I'll say Thank you, Nim. That's very helpful. Hopefully, we'll find your friend and bring him back to you. And then I think we'll leave.
Wait. Before you go, we would greatly appreciate if you kept this whole affair quiet, and also if you are looking for this rogue Nimblewright, which is a very important duty, if you can bring me back some proof of its destruction, I'm sure we can find something in our coffers to reward you, and maybe even one of our minor inventions.
That sounds interesting.
I have a condition.
You
I have two conditions. You leave Nimblewright something to play with, and you get Nimblewright a pet bird. Get him a parrot.
A parrot?
Yeah, or a chicken, or there's other birds, a duck, or an axebeak.
Ooh!
Roll a persuasion check for me, Fluke.
I'll recommend a fish.
She likes fish, they sound like less work.
Fish also is a good option.
We'll get him the pet, and if he's good for a time, we can maybe give him some simple tools back.
Okay.
Yes, that would be wonderful. But yes, bring me back proof, and we can see about a proper reward for you for your hard work.
Okay.
Yeah, works for me.
Excellent.
Alright, Nim, don't suppose you know any area of the city that your friend might be? You don't need anything, do you? Maybe some extra energy source or something?
Shrugs and shakes his head. Just points at the detecting device.
Can you tell us anything about your brother's temperament?
Signs he wasn't around for very long.
Yeah, doesn't really know, wasn't
And
about
then
much.
Signs wasn't like me.
I'll relay that.
Would you like him back, Nim, or?
I think he nods. He's like, yeah, I'd like him back.
How did he escape?
In Thieves' Cant, there's a very clear sign for this in Thieves' Cant. Through a window.
Okay.
It's like a very commonly used one, through the window. It's like a the in Thieves' Cant almost.
Alright, well, seems you got someone else to work with. We're going to be doing walkabout with this for a while.
Alright, so you get ushered out. On your way out, a dwarven man, he's this way, bursts out of a room and goes, "Eureka! I've discovered it at last! The perfect beard wax!"
I cast fairy fire on him.
No! Yes! Round of applause. I'm going to
His beard immediately catches fire.
Damn it! Not again! That'll set me back months while I regrow a new beard. And yeah, you guys head out of the Temple of Gond.
Yeah.
So guys, we need to go out and stop Skynet, basically.
Somebody else drops out and goes, "Eureka! I've created Wi-Fi!"
I've created a robot that creates other robots. Nope.
So you're outside again. So you're by the House of Inspired Hands still, up in the C ward.
Give it a test, Fluke. See if it's working.
You hold down the wee lever and it just begins to spin like really fast, making a lot of noise.
I think it might be picking up our friend.
Name, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to see if it worked.
Yeah, when you take your hand off again, it spins slower and stops.
Alright, so we just need to get some kind of invention that makes us able to hold on to the lever all the time, so we'll know when it goes off.
It's called hands.
I'm pretty sure if Wendy said that.
I've invented the elastic band!
That's what he's on to invent elastic bands.
Well, where in the city do you think it might be?
Well, we could see if there's anything around that villa.
Yeah,
That's
thinking
good.
that.
So we're going to go there anyway.
And
Yeah.
it was near us, so it might still be in that kind of area.
Yeah.
Start Troll Skull, make our way towards the manor, see how it goes off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. So you head across the seaward to the northward, to Trollskull Alley, which is along this way. Do you stop in at home on your way, or do you just
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Go grab some lunch.
You stop in.
Yeah. Let's have a short little rest.
Yeah.
You stop in.
Thing up.
You have a short rest in at home. You have some lunch.
Make
sausage
the
roll.
builders a cup of tea.
The
give them
builders are on one
biscuit.
of their many breaks, and they're in the process of doing that. So you get some food. You get like a wee break. It's quite nice actually. Trollskull Alley for some reason has flown away. There we go.
Well, look into like the last fees we need to pay with our new owlbear money.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can just pay it off.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I think
There's
so.
175 pounds, 175 GP you still owe to basically if you want to get the necessary paperwork done.
So that'd be everything with 75 left over.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you guys did split it up though, because somebody was definitely leaving 40 out to people.
No, that was for the betting.
Oh, that was for the big bet. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. If we take it straight out the 250.
Alright, so take it straight out the 250, and then so that would leave 75 gold left over. So what would you do with that last 75 gold?
I think dish
Split
it
it.
out between us.
Alright, what's 75 divided by 4?
An awkward number.
An awkward number.
12 point.
No. 25? 30 point? Guys, I'm not good at math. You can't expect me to get there.
Let's divide it by 5 because that's 15 each. Gives us
Oh,
20 as well.
Okay, I will add
Yeah.
15 to Brynny's sheet real quick.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
we don't have to remember for
it's
next.
actually easier dividing it that way.
Yeah.
Brynny, we went out and did a mission. We gave you some gold because it was really frustrating us trying to just do it without including another person. So that would be 6.
75 math's just easier this way.
Here's some gold so we don't have to do math. Yay!
Yep.
Yay!
And
We
Brian's going to look into ways to expand his bathtub upstairs into some kind of like full 10-foot square pool.
Okay. That might be difficult to make a 10-foot second-story pool, but you've got the builders in now. You could have a chat with them.
Yep. Getting that done. Don't care if it needs to like go up.
Okay, let's have a look. Sorry, that's the alley. Here's the manor. So your private bath is up here.
Yep.
So Brian, you're up there with Tilly. They were just like, oh wow. So you just want like this whole room to be a bathtub.
Yep. Pretty much. You can leave a hole in one of the windows that I can take a whiz out of when I need to.
You just open. Wait, do you want the room like water to the ceiling or something?
No, you know, you could.
Then you
back
can
it up.
just
It's
open
like
the
10 foot high or so.
then-
Just
Can't you just open the window?
well, I guess I could.
Or wait,
Uh,
I'm sorry. I'm struggling with what you're after here. Are you wanting like a bathtub like the one you have right now, but it fills up the whole room, or are you
Not
wanting
turn
a
the room
10
into a
foot?
big bath.
Or,
I want a jacuzzi type thing.
all right, but how deep do you want it to be?
I need to be able to submerge in it at least.
Okay, so just normal bathtub is all right. You don't want to be able to stand in it or anything.
How tall's the room?
I mean, it's room height, so 10 feet high.
To be honest, I'm like 5'3", so if I get like 6 foot deep.
6 foot deep. So you want to...
It does not need that much of like a headspace.
Okay, so 6 foot deep. Special build. That's step. Oh, I mean, I could maybe find a way of doing it. It's going to cost you an extra 30 gold, though.
That is money well spent.
Right.
Yep, here you go.
30 gold to get like a special crazy bathtub in your room. Okay. Right, he like looking.
I'm gonna see if there's any. Oh my! Hey, I was also gonna ask. Don't suppose you know if there's any way I could get like a magic-y person. Maybe I could just have a giant cube of water I could just kind of walk in and out of.
That is a very different field than my carpentry abilities. I'm afraid you will have to find your own wizard for such things.
Do you know Ilcora? She used to live here. She's an abjurer.
Can't say I do, but if that sounds like the kind of person you need to talk to, then.
Huh. Build it for now. Here's gold. I'll see if I can find her anyway.
You give him 30 gold, and he's like, I'm going to have to contact her. He looks at it and goes, I'm going to have to contact a gnome. The House of God.
No. Oh no, not them fuckers.
Eureka! I've invented a giant bathtub!
If you can find someone who can make that kind of magical cubey thing, in the meantime, there's a finder's fee in there for you. Good one too.
It's like, I would like money, but also like I have no idea how to do that. he's just a carpenter. He has no like contact with wizards.
Cool. I'll look into that myself, but I'll bet off. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, he will start working on. He will include now a giant bath in your room.
Yeah.
Probably it'll probably just be like a huge like freestanding basin that you'll have to have a little ladder on the outside. Like you open the door out the way, and then inside there'll just be a ladder, and you climb the ladder and drop into it.
Just don't even need a door. It's just actually knock down the wall. Just make it knock down the wall. Make it like 15 foot by 10. I'll pay a bit extra if need to.
You want to knock down the wall and expand it into the bedroom?
Yes, I don't need as much space to sleep.
That's gonna be a little more expensive. Knocking down the wall and also the bathtub being bigger. It's kind of simpler now, though. Another 50 gold, I think.
What's that? A total of?
It'll be 80 after that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck it.
All right.
Brian wants his bath.
All right. I can't knock down that wall on the map, but
that's fine.
Imagine for me, the wall is going to be knocked down. And a very large bath. You know what, let's see, have we got a token for bath? During the short rest, your short rest is just you discussing with this guy, like, I want a huge ass bath in my room. Right, yeah, there's one. So there's a, oh, that didn't really come out right. Put it on the map layer. Here we go, big old bath.
Yeah, this is Waterdeep. There's probably someone specialised in this shit.
There probably is actually somebody who's like, yeah, I do this all the time. Tritons, man. There you go. There's your giant bath. It's in your room now. All right.
I was just going to put the water in the corner.
You guys take your short rest. Yeah, what do you do? You've got a little bit of the day left. It's starting to get a little late on, but you've got a little bit of the day left. Are you going to go to Growlhorn Villa?
Yeah. Out of interest, what does the doohickey say if I activate it in the house?
You activate it, nothing happens.
Yeah, let's go try near Greyhound Villa and see if we pick up a smell.
Alright. It's not far to Growlhorn Villa. It's a couple of streets away. So you make your way back out of the alley and move through down Horden Street until you reach Growlhorn Villa, which is over here. Let me see if I've got a wee description of it for you. Growlhorn Villa. I don't really seem to have a good description of it.
So I spent so much money on a hot tub and I realised that the rooms are all like still in shit.
I mean, the rooms are being fixed up right now, and your hot tub won't be there until like the end of.
Oh, we actually paid to get like the whole thing done.
The whole
not
thing
just
is being done
tap
now.
room.
Yeah, the
Nice.
whole building is being done for the 1000th.
Awesome.
So it's a 2-story villa. It is surrounded. It's surrounded by a perimeter wall. You can see there's like a big garden in the middle, or not in the middle. There's a big garden kind of. In the North Ward, which is a very fancy part of town. And yeah, that's kind of what you see when you look up on the Growlhorn Villa before you. They appear to be, good upper class area. The buildings around here all look quite wealthy. The streets around the villa have pedestrian and coach traveling along them at all hours. It's quite a busy part of town. Here's the proper description. The estate is enclosed by a 12-foot high stone wall on all sides, at least 12 foot. And it's a very nice upper class house.
Okay.
You guys stand out a little bit here as well, because for the most part, it's kind of wealthy folk coming and going, doing their business. Faluke, when you hold down the doohickey, starts spinning and beep, 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 beep. And like a woman passing you by goes, looks at it and goes, "My dear, that is for use in your own private time, not for the streets." And continues on, mutters to herself, "I need to get myself back to the House of Inspired Hands."
It's got an umbrella.
I know.
If we do a circuit round the villa, does it zero in on the? We do a circuit round the place. Does it always?
Yeah, as you walk around the
zero
villa,
in on it?
I mean, it doesn't like. It just kind of beeps louder the closer to the thing you get. But
Yeah,
so you walk around the villa and it
definitely
keeps beeping the whole time. It doesn't get any louder or quieter, so it doesn't feel like you're moving away from the source of beeping or get closer.
Yeah.
It does kind of
Also-
give you the. Ooh, it's probably in there.
Brian dresses up all fancy before we go out because he knows we're walking around here. And by dress up fancy, I mean puts on a shirt.
Oh, good. Alright.
Any guards?
Yes, this being the North Ward, and a particularly nice part of the North Ward, there are indeed guard patrols wandering to and from around from time to time. Not like standing, just staring at it, but there are watch members doing it. If you mean like house guards, no, you don't see any house guards.
Okay, so there's no. And does there seem to be anybody in?
There is. It's hard to tell because it's not nighttime, so you can't see any lights on or anything like that. Roll a perception check for me.
Nope.
You were looking at the wrong house for like 10 minutes.
Oh, it's that one. It's a big fucking one, isn't it? Oh, Christ. Alright, guys. I don't know about you, Errol, but I've got one slightly ridiculous plan in mind, and then one plan I'd rather not do is probably going to work. For getting this in there, at least having a wander around.
Well, let's hear it.
Number one, which I think would be quite fun, but maybe quite hard to pull off. We are name a random type of monster, Fluke, that is rather that can't really be seen and is horrible and nasty, and someone would be very scared of.
I might need that again. Are we the monster? saying there's a
No.
monster.
Just name a monster. Name a random monster.
me name a
Can't really
monster.
see, like a bumpkin or a snark or something like that.
A chili wiggle.
A chili wiggle. All right. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Right. Basically, I'm thinking option 1. We could go in pretending like we got this weird device contraption.
Wait.
We all look a bit strange. We go in, say we're
Actually,
hunting for
Ghostbusting now.
a vengeful spirit. Go in there.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and go in there and tell, by order of the city guard, we've been sent here because of recent complaints about hauntings potentially.
Hauntings in nearby residences, maybe.
Yeah, and we're coming to check.
I like it.
I think.
What's plan B?
No. Please, what? Let's make that plan B. What's plan A?
Other idea is I know a way I could get in the front very easily, but I'd rather not.
What? How?
You'd have to see, but if you don't like the fun plan, we can go with that plan. Say,
If you don't like the fun plan, you can go with that plan.
I
yeah.
want to be a ghost detector.
I get the feeling the security's not gonna let anyone really waltz in there.
I mean, if
they were
if-
involved in the incident before.
Errol, you're good at making documents, aren't you? You could forge up a warrant
Yeah.
premises, couldn't you?
Want official business.
Yeah, I could certainly give it a go.
Official Ghostbusting business.
On behalf of the City Watch, we are the special ghost busting squad of the city.
I'll go get the jumpsuits.
Alright. Let's head back to... Right, fuck it, we do this because this is hilarious. Go back to the tavern. We'll make some uniforms. And
just disguise ourselves.
we need to get a carriage that looks really goofy and then we'll pull on up. No, I want an actual
Wheelbarrow.
disguise. I want an actual disguise, Errol. Yes, wheelbarrow full of shit. No. But think if you think, ooh, they better be ghost hunters, considering there's a small child, a handsome bloke, a handsome drow, and a fish on 2 legs wander up. Like, ooh, these are strange.
Wait, am I Slimer in this Ghostbuster scenario?
I think that was Errol earlier.
Yeah. Throwing acid will do that.
Greaser.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone waves at Jess. Hello, Jess.
As she goes.
It was like the oh shit moment, wasn't it?
Yeah. So you. Sorry, I understand there's some sort of ghostbustering plan, but beyond that, I'm not sure what's going on.
No one
I
is.
think we do.
We'll pretend to be Ghostbusters and just say there's been. We'll be We will no. It's like it's going to be Victorian. We'll be the guild of
Ghostbusters.
Spectre Slayers.
Spectral
The
investigation.
inspectors.
Yes.
Or spectral recovery.
Inspectors?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Snappy.
Specters. For shame.
I don't think officials tend to go for puns.
Oh, it should be boring.
Alright, what's everybody's name?
I'm Brian. I thought you were gonna figure it out by now.
What's your spectral inspector name gonna be?
Don't know, you go first. I don't think about that.
Alright, sorry, I'll be Wilson.
Joshua?
Geraldine.
Brian. Wait, no. Narb.
Yarp.
No.
Is that with 2 R's?
Yarp.
I'll just go blub blub. Fucking was.
Blob.
I'll just play the tourist. Usually
Be a
works.
contractor.
He's our specialist in haunted ships.
Yeah, I mean, lots of sailors die at sea, you know,
Yeah.
and they're pretty much always ghosts afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
And we are
We're not getting past like we might not even get to the front gate.
Oh, but we'll have so much fun planning it.
Yep.
Alright, so...
and with the Guild of Spectral what's it? Slayers, investigators, hunters.
I grab a few bottles from downstairs and
You are
fill
spectral
them with
specialists.
holy water.
Spectral specialists. The GSS. That sounds official, doesn't it?
Jesus. Guild of Spectral Specialists. Yeah, excellent. And what preparation service was Earl going to make up like some official documentation?
Yeah. You're gonna drop a warrant, search the
Alright,
premises.
don't roll it yet. We'll roll it when
Yeah.
it's time to actually to show off the warrant.
I'm gonna try and find some like slightly military-ish uniform and get some in each one size. So like some kind of like off-the-shelf stuff, and we'll add in a few
Yeah.
fancy bits.
You're going to have to go out and buy that.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, wouldn't be fine clothes. It'd be work clothes. What's the kind of equivalent to?
Well,
work
no,
clothes?
I think it'd probably be like very elegant Victorian dress wear, but in a slightly different style.
So you'd be buying 4
Sort of.
suits of fine clothing.
Yes, how much is that?
I don't know.
I am going to sellotape not sellotape, fucking just like wrap on a stick load of random doodads to my navigator's tools.
Yeah, I was thinking try and grab lots of random stuff.
I got like my sextant with like
To get it to look like, yeah.
I mean, I've got the weight for
telescope.
fine clothes and stuff, but it doesn't give me the price. I think it's like 15 gold for
Take a
fine
look.
clothing. Yeah, that'd be good
Oh.
if you could.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah, I'm gonna use kitchen utensils to try and like get some whisks to make them look like ghost detecting
You
machines.
attach some things to the spinning umbrella so that it swings around with
Yeah.
knives on it and clatters.
Fine clothing is 15 gold, but if you want to just make like a costume, that can be 5 gold.
Costumes?
Yeah, costumes.
Sure.
Alright,
Up to
I think to quite get what you're
Matthew.
looking for, it'll be 8 gold. A
Alright,
little more specialized than...
You can split it
24 gold.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll knock 8 off my sheet.
Yeah, same.
Alright. Alright, okay.
Expensive hot tub.
Bloody expensive hot tub.
And then I'm gonna like put makeup on that makes me look rather pale, and slightly ghostly myself. I'm gonna look very vacant and ghostly, and Errol's gonna look amazing because he's always drowlish and mysteriousness.
Errol's built for this.
Yeah, and Fluke, you're gonna be like the creepy young girl, and in any ghost story, there's the creepy young girl. And you're gonna have this extra sense.
Okay.
That's what they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
And,
channels my
I
extra
sense
senses.
Yes. I sense some.
people.
Yeah.
Alright, so you make
And,
these preparations. Earl makes his like official warrant, and you head to Growlhorn Manor.
Yeah.
Alright, so the sun is starting to set when you arrive. Like it's getting that kind of
Oh,
creepy
perfect.
amber glow. It's a cold autumn night. The wind is like whipping around you, and you approach the house. You approach this big, wrought iron, 12-foot tall gate, and you make your way up to it.
Check it's still here.
Oh yes. Doodad.
Spinning.
I sense a present.
Yes.
Already getting- already getting character.
nearby.
Ah, yes.
Excellent. Excellent all round. Alright. So as you approach, you approach this big wrought iron gate, and you can see there's a garden beyond. I think I've taken you over to the map now. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is you at the gate. Oh, and then I accidentally throw Fluke through a wall.
Oh, it's here! I see.
Errol, do you want to take the lead on this one?
Sure, why not?
All right.
So we're coming in here on official business, inspecting the premises. Maybe have a ghost.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Just keep it all in vaguety. Say there's been some sort of like spectral haunting. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're brilliant at this, I'm sure, Jura. Remember, guys, I'm Wilson. That's Joshua, Geraldine, Knob.
Knob. Alright, so yeah, you're standing in front of the wrought iron gate. It's big and wrought iron, still a gate. There's a door beyond, and you can't see any movement from the house. Every now and then somebody sort of walks by and looks at the group of weirdos and mutters something about the neighborhood.
Is that outside the gate or inside?
Outside the gate. Is
the gate locked?
You put your hand on the gate and try it. Yeah, it's locked. There's a big, heavy padlock in place.
Whoa, padlock.
Well, just a big, heavy lock.
Is there any kind of way to draw attention?
Let's have a look here. So, through the set of ornate iron gates, creatures see a yard with several large trees, as well as 2 footpaths leading to a 2-story brick mansion and eastward to a detached coat house. As near as you can tell, you don't see any, like, anything to pull to ring a bell or anything like that. Yeah.
I mean, I've still got one of these little paper birds that could fly in and take a message. And that could be like, oh, they've got cool stuff.
How does that work? You write a message to someone and it flies to them?
What does it?
I believe you have to know their name.
Yeah.
We know the lady of the house's name.
Click it.
Yeah.
But I do not appear to be able to just click it.
I think you do need to know the person's name. Although, with a good history check, somebody might know them, because they are known noble. They're leader of a house.
I would probably know them.
Yeah, roll a history check for me.
2 Nims created brother.
Right. Yes, you know that the head of the house is. Oh, it's on the tip of your tongue. It's. You just know her as Lady Growlhund. You've never actually spent any time talking with her.
And
She's
also
got a daughter. Might know her.
I think she does have a daughter, actually. She has a very young daughter. She has like a child daughter. And I believe maybe another daughter. You don't really remember. You don't know her.
Okay. Just address it to Lady Growlhund.
Wait a second. Is she even in the house at the moment? It's evening.
Yeah, if we send this off and she's not in the
Well, let's see if we can get someone's attention. If not, we'll try that.
Okay.
Are we all like suitably disguised? Because if they find us, we do literally live right around the corner from them.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't some
That's a
like
good
weird
place.
part of the city. We literally like live 2 streets over, and are about to open a tavern.
Yeah,
we are quite well known.
I would have disguise kitted us up.
Okay, we'll roll for that when it becomes relevant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But you are disguised up a little bit, just to hide your appearance somewhat, you know.
Yes. That's not gonna work.
So do you call out? Do you try and shake the gates? What do you do to try and get some attention?
Over! Some attention, please. Official business.
Alright, you shout. You shout a couple more times. And eventually a craggly voice goes, "Keep your voice down, it's late. Or will be soon." And coming out, and you hear the barking of dogs as a man appears. Comes wandering out with 2 big mastiffs at his side. and this old,
What a mastiff.
crackly-faced man, like his face is just covered in like frown lines, just nothing but frown lines, with his hood up against the elements, makes his way over with his two big mastiffs, and he looks through the grate and goes, "What's this? Who are you?"
Greetings, sir. We are the Guild of Spectral Specialists, an official group, here to check the premises because there has been disturbances in the nearby area relating to a poltergeist of some sort. We believe it may have made its way onto your premises.
Guild of Spectral Specialists, you say?
That's correct, sir.
Looks you all over. Do you have some sort of documentation?
Here's our warrant.
Alright, he
I'm
reaches
sure you'll
out,
find it in order.
takes the warrant, looks at it. Could you roll your forgery test for me?
Okay.
Oh, damn. It's very official. There actually is a Guild of Spectral Specialists now. You had to, like, you went out and you made sure it was all official just in case someone checks up. Looks up, I don't know much about this sort of thing.
If it's left untreated, this could be a serious danger to anyone on the premises.
You're saying people have suspected some sort of magic going on. Spectres, you said. What sort of spectres?
Poltergeist, sir.
Poltergeists, eh? Look, I'm not supposed to let anyone in at this time. The house is busy at the moment. You're not taking any guests in. The lady of the house is in what did she call it? Seclusion.
Okay.
I don't think I can let you in, is what I'm saying.
It could be related.
Aye.
Yes, what was
Is
that?
for the
I
best.
sense dark energies. It could be related.
Dark energies, you say?
Well, show me, lass. I take out my modified sextant. Yes.
I'm saying that
During this whole time, Harold has just been like deadpan, standing there with his pale ass face, looking like a ghost, death staring him.
I'm imagining you look kind of like an Undertaker from the Wild West, like very proper, but gaunt face, and like. Erlen, roll a persuasion check with advantage for the various forms of help you're getting. Also, everybody take inspiration for this.
Oh, can I use my old inspiration?
I mean, you just have advantage anyway for help.
Good point. Oh,
23.
Right?
Nice.
He nods. He's like, well, it seems you're official, and this does sound serious. And he makes his way forwards. He brings out a big set of keys and unlocks the door. And pulls it aside. Quick, in before someone sees.
Thank you, sir.
If you'll just follow me.
Walk inside, leaving a small trail of mist behind me.
Spooky. If you'll just follow me, please. Yeah. Right. Harold, if you'll just follow me, so Matthew can reclose that door. Thank
Sorry,
you.
darling.
For fuck's sake. This way. And he keeps going. Now Brian is collected with him. His dogs kind of like sniff at you. So, before I take you inside, there's something I need to ask. Something I've got to know.
Yes?
And as he's sort of speaking, the light is continuing to like fall, like lower as it gets like from like, sunset to true night, and he goes, "How did you find out?"
What's about the ghost?
Yes, the ghosts. How did you find out about my terrible secret? And as he says that, the sun finishes setting, and him and his 3 dogs, I shit you not, transform into shadows. Inky blackness falls over his face. His dogs turn to dogs made of shadowy necrotic energy. And from the shadowy mouth of this guy goes, "It matters not. You won't live to tell anyone." And we'll pick it up there again next time we play.
Oh, no one messes with the GSS.
Oh, I'm impressed that you managed to keep a straight face.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
This is so difficult.
That's brilliant. That's really brilliant.
I did sense some bloody dark energy.
Why, he's eager to get you inside so he can off you real quick.
Guys, we don't have magical items, guys.
Oh dear.
Hey, look. The fellow GMs know the reputation of these guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
No.
I'm aware that these have a reputation of killing.
No!
I've had a TPK through these things before.
We'll see if we have another one.
I mean, we had
one.
brains.
So, guys,
These compared to the brains are nothing.
yeah, guys, we came with our professional ghost busting equipment. Like we were sorted for taking these guys out.
He
I've got a whisk with a knife attached.
Fantastic. But yeah, we'll pick up again there next time, and we'll start off with you facing off against the ghostly groundskeeper, whose name, by the way, is, you never got it from him, but is Herv Taldred. Good old Herv Taldred.
I like a good herb.
Herv Taldred. I love all these Forgotten Realms names. They're just so awful. But cool, yeah. We'll stop there. Everyone have a good time?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. And look, you found a new map. You found the plot.
Haha.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
And we're now official Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've made a guild and everything.
I don't think there's anything else you could have said that would have actually got you through that door as well. Like, you could have given strict instructions not to let people through. You know, he was worried. It's secret.
That was so weird.
We literally just became Ghostbusters because we found a doodad that looked kind of funky.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Tom, that was a wonderful idea.
It was. That was
Oh
great.
my god.
If you guys want to have weird ideas, I will run with them. I'm not gonna just.
You cut out there.
If you guys want to have weird ideas, I will run with them. It's fine.
Yeah.
I prefer them to just re-break the door down.
The more it's explaining, the more it's like, I'm not doing anything else but. Holy shit.
And I did say up earlier in the chat as well that I'd left a message for Brinny to let her know where we're going.
Yeah.
So Brittany could just be in the tree right now behind you, like ready to pounce down if he can make the next one. I might add an extra shadower for him.
I like the idea she was just in the tavern watching us do all this. Like, be like, what the fuck are they doing? No, I'm not going to bother them. Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
No,